Welcome to Hunter x Hunter First Time. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And this is our Hunter x Hunter review podcast where we go by major arc.
Yes.
This time you're joining us at Greed Island.
Yes, I finally finished it.
Hooray, we made it to Greed Island. So, you know the drill. You saw the awesome thumbnail that I created.
Sure.
You know it's Greed Island. You're going to click on this. You're going to only expect spoilers up to the end of Greed Island. Which chapter was it?
It's chapters 120 to 185.
So yes, all of you reading at home, everyone who is keeping up with us, those are your chapters. So pause the video, read them all right now. Oh, you're back. Great.
Yes.
All right.
So this is Greed Island considered like the top two arcs, because I always hear about this and Chimera and the two things I always hear about. So
yeah, so let's talk about that for a bit, actually. I initially was a little... when I first... So, okay, past experience. I watched the anime first, and then I ended up reading the manga, like, a while after.
Yeah.
Sam is just currently reading.
Yes.
So he has not seen the anime.
I kind of did that with JoJo, where I watched it first, and then once I finished start part 3, and I read it all afterwards, and then Jim read it first, pretty much, all the way through.
Yeah, and
so
I'm a huge fan, naturally. But so when I initially watched this, I kind of hit a lull because I loved York New, and I started Greed Island, and I was so against the idea of a game being in a game. This is before I realized that they weren't actually in a game.
Was this before the isekai genre blew up when you watched this?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
It was during the isekai boom. So when I was watching that, I was kind of like,
but this is really it's also like not an isekai at the same time.
Yeah,
it's like the weird. It's the weird working of Nen is so bizarre. Like, it's like hard to explain.
I think you could actually classify it as isekai because it is trapped in another world. Because
you're just another part of the world.
They're not really trapped though. Actually,
no,
they leave. They can leave at any time.
Yeah, they can.
Whatever.
It's just a weird power curve they have in this specific area.
Yeah. So I initially wasn't super into it, and I kind of wrote it off really quickly. I was like, oh, I miss Krapica already.
Yeah.
And I kind of put it on hold for a bit, but when I came back to it, I ended up getting through it. But when I was reading it, I was super into it. And one of the things I think is a big difference between the manga and the anime is at the end of a lot of the chapters, you get the full list of cards.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
Well, we're gonna have a fun little game then.
I'm not playing the trivia game.
Every few chapters or so, I'm gonna ask you what one of the cards is, and you have to tell me what it is.
The important ones that are commonly used.
Well, we'll get through this too.
So
but
going into this, as York New, I was like, it just felt so much. This was Kurapika's story.
Yes.
So he has the most to gain and to lose the whole revenge thing, and just kind of cutting away from that completely with just Gon and Killua, who don't really have. Gon kind of want to meet his father, but at the same time doesn't really give a damn nearly as much as most anime characters would trying to find their family. And his dad doesn't care either. Well, you get messages from his dad, which I kind of like, where he doesn't really care that much. Mm-hmm. And Killua's just there for the ride, for the friendship. Yeah. He is just Mr. Friendship, but also a psychopath at that.
Yeah, Killua is... the more I think about it, the more I love Killua as a character. And I've said it before, but I love Gon and Killua's relationship so much. Particularly the moment at the end. I already want to talk about it because it's my favorite part. So probably one of my favorite parts in all of Hunter x Hunter is the dodgeball fight.
Yeah, that...
which has really weird rules.
I gotta say, a lot of this is just exhibition for the rules of this world, and it's just and a lot of training as well. Yeah, there are plots here or there, but once you get to the dodgeball thing or the whole bar thing, it really picks up. So I have a bunch of pages of notes just trying to remind of points throughout here. So I guess you want to start with that then.
Yeah, there's one last thing I wanted to say. You kind of touched on it. So this is the last that Togashi really focuses on trying to flesh out Nen.
Yeah,
because York New, they didn't do too much of it. York New is kind of the exploration of look at how Nen can be used.
The basics of here's each the general classes, and then here's your intro to specialists. Here's a couple of them, and here's what they can do. Then you see the Dragon Ball Z of Killua's grandfather and father. And you're I guess Nen is just that.
It is just Dragon Ball Z.
Specialist is just your Dragon Ball Z character. So
But this one is like you get like the real applications, and you get Gon actually like learning, Gon and Killua both learning how to like take the idea of training into their power.
Yeah, which you get a good idea with both their powers by the end, or at least one part of Gon's power, because I feel like he's gonna develop into 3 ways, because he said he was gonna do rock, paper, and scissors. So
yeah, that's fine.
So,
all right, yeah. So let's get started then. So Sam said he's collected pretty comprehensive notes, so he's going to kind of be the guide through this.
Yeah, I had some scribbles, some drawings in here as well.
Some drawings. Okay, wait.
So it basically like, picks up at the end of York New, because it's also like a long. It also like gives me reminders of what happened. So Kurapika had a fever at the end from the whole hostage exchange. He's out for a day. Gon doesn't want him to get better because he doesn't want him to go after them.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice. Like, nice having the friendship going. Because the troop is a little bit much for them.
Yeah. I know it is a shonen anime, or it is a shonen manga, but, like, it is nice to see the friendship things, especially how dark it gets for Kurapika.
Yeah.
It's really good to have people in his life that are, like, caring for him.
Isn't it funny? He has such a dynamic, like, power curve over them, but it's only for the troop where he can show it off.
That's the beauty of Nen.
I know.
That's why I love Nen so much.
So yeah, Gon and Killua go to the auction so they can get the Greed Island, and but they need Mr. Batera. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
I was looking through the wiki just to refresh myself, and there's so many names that they're going to be real rough.
Yeah, so he's a multi-billionaire, obsessed with Green Island, spends lots of money on it. And they meet Finks and Phaeton there.
Yes, Finks and Phaeton.
So they don't want to fight. They don't want to kill Kurapika since he stabbed Krillin in the heart. They kill Kurapika. It's not going to, like, probably go away.
Yeah.
So, and,
which is one of the things I really love about Nen, is the idea that, like...
It doesn't go away, not like a stand effect where it goes away after you...
Or get killed or go unconscious. No, Nen is, like... because it's supposed to be like a manifestation of your will, it can like, exist after death.
We talk about the Exorcist. We'll get to that. So yeah, they don't know if the Nen sword can go away with death, but they're not going to risk it. That's what their main thing. So it could get reinforced after death because some stuff it happens when you have a grudge deep enough that your Nen can get amplified if it's based on that. Which I thought was a pretty cool thing, where like your emotions also amplify your Nen.
Yeah, for sure. That's the coolest shit ever.
So yeah, they talk about people who can remove... This means like about the, people can remove Nen. Fewer than 10 people can remove a Nen curse. And Krillow's looking for one, which we learned later, they're exorcists. But other members went home of the troop, and then Hisoka's fortune was a fake, we find out. And they find out that... they know that Hisoka's fortune was fake, and the Paku is dead officially. Nose girl who's like a One Piece character.
Yeah, it's funny because she's like the one fantasy member that, at least visually, I don't really care about.
She had a gun.
She had a memory gun. I think her power is really cool, but she just looked weird. I don't like that nose. The nose ruins it.
It's a very One Piece nose. So she said she was thankful for to Gon and Killua. And the auction starts. Kurapika wakes up, gets informed that Squala died, which is the dog dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he gets murdered in his car.
He was like one of the last people to die, I think, right?
Yeah. Then Greed Island bid starts. The system... So they just show off the actual console. And, like, it stays on even when it's not plugged in. Indestructible. The console is normal. The game is the power for the console. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I love how, like, they just go into all of the weird rules. Because when I was going into it, like, blind, I really had no idea that Greed Island was... I hadn't really heard about it before, so I had no idea that it was going to be, like, a whole thing. I was like, oh, it's just like a MacGuffin, sort of.
Yeah.
And it definitely, I guess, is for a minute, but
I thought it was
isn't.
Just the setting of the place, not like a game. I thought it was like, literally just a place called Greed Island, where all these, like, greedy people come and try to find some weird One Piece fortune that doesn't exist. But yeah, it said... And that stuff only happened when the game's on... Man, so the guy playing currently has 7, or I think the bidder has. Oh wait, I get lost in my own notes sometimes.
You can skip over stuff that's like not important because this is all like just prologue stuff, really.
So it's basically the guy playing has 7 Greed Island, I think I wrote, and then left a contract to sell games if he wasn't back out. That was just the game, the console. Yeah, the guy in the game basically was stuck in there.
Yeah, he was like obsessed with it. So he bought all the different
the console.
Yeah, he had a ton of them.
So we learned the hand sign bidding fact I wrote down where they went down like the lowdown.
He explains like all the
hand signals for bids. Gon does one and he gets a bid on it.
This is such like a thing you see a lot with JoJo too, with the Rocky. It feels like the author probably like loves, like they learned about something so extensively that they don't want to put that knowledge, like they don't want to waste that knowledge.
Yes,
they want to like utilize it in some way.
Yeah. So Batera buys it for $3.05 billion. Gonna ask him to play. Tell them if they have a memory card and a ring. They show their Ren, but told they will die. Many players, over half, just live in the game now. I thought it was pretty interesting. Just like you just live there. It's so funny.
Greed Island is so strange as like a place
because like the people, like an isekai, people who just like. I think it happened in sort of people just started living there and just ignored
because they were like, I can't beat this stupid game.
Yeah, it's stupid. If I die in the game, I'm gonna die in real life.
But think about it, you can have like a cute lolly daughter. Is that what happens?
The AI lolly daughter.
Yeah, sure.
On their honeymoon in the woods.
Gross. Sword Art's awful.
It's hilarious.
Fucking hate Sword Art.
It's hilarious.
Couldn't even finish the first season.
I don't blame you. It's hilarious. So they'll have tryouts for spots to get into the game. So. The guy holding tryouts, his name is Suzagara, like TSZ, like that kind of spell.
Yeah, who was the one name I was like, how do we say this? Suzagara?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm gonna call him Suze for the most part.
Suze? Alright, I love it. Sounds great.
They have 4 days to work on their Ren, but he knows they have potential. Fink's fighting over here, steal Greed Island console, they just literally just steal one, like it's nothing.
Hell yeah.
Really ridiculous.
Fucking criminals.
And they go in. It's weird, the troop, though. They just kind of go in, and then the other ones just show up in there as well.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably just assume that they got the accessory pack. It's like the old thing you get for PS2.
Yeah.
Where you can plug in...
The multiple controller slots.
Yeah, which I fucking love.
Multi-ports.
Like that's a big rush nostalgia.
So this all the nice stuff that happens on September 7th to the 10th. This is like the big training stuff. So Gon and Killua need to learn Hatsu, which is their gimmick.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, Killua uses a taser on himself so he can store electricity. It looks like he's like a stun gun. Gon still tries to decide. Kurapika talks to him. He did everything with chairs, even taste, smelled, and stared at them together.
Chains?
Chains. I don't think it are chains, sorry.
Jeez.
I rush my notes sometimes, man. He even dreamed about that.
So this is something that I really love. I couldn't remember when it was discussed. I'm glad you wrote it down. So yeah, the whole thing with like how obsessively you have to fixate on something on
your gimmick.
Yeah, to material like, and what I think is kind of neat is Kurapika only had a few months to work on it, and he still kind of became like a master in a way.
And Killua, he was like tortured as his family with electricity, so he was like, I mean, it comes up later too, where like you got any months or years of training with electricity to do this. He just has it.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's here.
I think it comes in during his trial, which I'll probably get to that.
Yes, one of the guys is like, damn, this guy, like, to actually have electricity as for a transmuter, it's like, that's an insane amount of pain to put yourself through.
Yeah.
But our boy Killua,
he doesn't feel pain.
He's fucking badass.
So yeah, Gon wants him to teach him. He declines. He's leaving Yorknu. Tells him to call his mentor, which he calls Wing, and tells him everything that's happened. Tells him in what's it called. He said do all his aura. No one. I said no. Oh no. I forgot that was like another Nen type. It's no.
No, like no Nen. What's happening?
Do all aura, no and more. I don't know why I wrote that.
Right, let's be a little more selective with our notes.
Yeah, use Gyo to see a thin layer of aura shuts the rest off to do all at the same time. So he basically focusing all his Nen in like one area is kind of like what he's telling him to do.
Mm-hmm. Which is something that we see show up later. Yeah, so it's kind of
he's literally just going like a nuke punch.
Mm-hmm. Which hey. I mean, whatever works.
That's what you can do as a... Which one is he?
He's an enhancer.
Enhancer. It's basically your gimmick as an enhancer, just the punch, kick,
Yeah, enhancers get the fucking worst. If, in my opinion, I think enhancers are like the least interesting. Yeah. For like potential power.
I definitely agree on that. Hopefully, later stuff can change my mind on that, but I feel like every other slot is a better gimmick for you.
I think what's his face? Fuck. I always forget his name. The guy who dies, the first guy that Crappie kills.
Yeah, the lion-looking guy for the troop.
Yeah. Uvo.
Yeah, Uvo.
So Uvo has like the platonic ideal of like a peak enhancer. Like he's just a big punch guy, and he also is able to use his body in weird ways, like when he bit the guy's face.
Yeah.
And like
he just moved his
shot it really like fat. I think that's like the best that an enhancer can be conceptually.
He uses his end to amplify various spots.
Oh yeah, and he screams really loud too.
Yeah, he just uses his end to amplify his body in every single way possible.
And I think that's something that's like very cool.
So again, Gon does what he tells him to. He does it, but it exhausts him. He can't really keep it up. So I actually wrote down like the actual stuff. Gyo focuses aura on a body part. More focus, more it tries to escape. 10 contains it. This is all the Nen he has to do at the same time.
Yeah, so this is just like, it's good to like get refreshed on this.
10 contains it close to the body. Rest of the body still covered by a thin layer of aura. Zetsu shuts it off. Part of that's focus increase in power. Focus aura through Ren equals results or profit.
Yeah, when I was going through, because obviously we do these whenever Sam finishes, so I need to like go. I need to refresh myself, especially with all the fucking Nen terms. I always mix them up. For what happens later on, like when Bisky trains them, I remember 10 and Gyo being like predominantly the most important.
Gyo's what I remember the most.
Gyo is also where they focus the Nen in their eyes to see, which should just be something that you constantly do. And that's something that one of like the recurring gags is like Bisky constantly testing them on that.
Yeah,
and,
like, get their finger up.
Yeah, and whoever can detect the Nen first doesn't have to do like a million push-ups.
So yeah, that's that whole like Nen explanation. Yeah, we learn that Melody and Kurapika leave. Tryout start. They stay in their seats with some others. They talk with Puhat. I guess it's like that's the dude with the nose, I believe. Like the.
Yeah, Puhat. Is he the one I always mix up?
He's kind of the big, kind of pudgy eyes, like weird nose. He kind of like talks. He's like the first guy who really talks to them inside the tryouts.
He's not the exorcism guy.
No, he's the guy who goes in to negotiate with the bombers and gets killed immediately.
Okay.
So
yeah, there's so many characters that get introduced early on. Like even
the brothers, and then just get beaten in like off screen like instantly by Gon and Killua at the end. It's like okay. So sure. Yeah, Killua goes first. He turns his aura into electricity. Suze, that's how he learned it in 4 days when years are needed for that. So he's been exposed to electric shocks since he's a baby, which is like amazing.
Yeah.
So he passed. Gon passes too. He leaves a giant hole in the wall. Suze says he fears what he'll grow up to be.
Rightfully so.
So only 21 people passed though in the tryouts.
And you said there was like 100 or so.
Yeah, it was like hugely crowded. So Leorio leaves York New as well. Boys go to Patera's mansion. Game is an MMO. All games are connected. Gon goes in first.
It's really funny that it literally is an MMO because it's just massively multiplayer. But like to me, MMO, and especially at this time when this was written, like MMO would be like what, EverQuest? Like I don't know if WoW would have been out at this time. I think Vanilla WoW came out in 2005 because this would have been 2003. Wait, I think. Actually, I always mix up.
Maybe early WoW, but yeah, EverQuest definitely would have been there.
EverQuest would have been like at least in the West. I'm sure Japan had a different experience, but it's just funny to think like it technically is an MMO. But
I mean, but they still use like cartridge consoles, which is like the weird thing.
It also like kind of looks like a PS1, like visually the and like it has like I think the cartridge is like the memory card. It's supposed to be like a PlayStation.
Well, I think I said the game was the thing that has the Nen in it that protects the console and everything, and then the memory card you can insert it, and the ring as well is a part of it.
Whatever. I literally forget.
The rules of Greed Island are a lot. So, Gon's greeted by a girl, delivers Jing's message, says...
No, I love her fucking design.
Yeah, her design is very good. So it says, game has no clues to find him, he just wanted to show off his game that he made, which is amazing.
Yeah, yes, she gives him the whole thing with Jing and like.
I love how much of a dick Jing is. Just like, you're not gonna find anything here, but if you want to play, go for it.
He's definitely like. Did they show? I'm sure they showed the scene already where it's just Jing riding the dragon on top of a dragon.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, because that's like hilarious to me.
So yeah, they explain the game more. Explain game 2 spells. Book converts items to cards and stores them. Goal is to fill all the specific slots, and there's free slots as well. Collect 100 specific cards. You gain spell to use cards. Gains a spell to use cards. Can't be turned back into a card. Exits out the planed area. Meets up with Killia. Okay, that was like the weird like book rule part.
So
like,
okay,
a lot.
I think this is a good time to talk about the actual mechanics of the game. So obviously later on they learn, okay, no, we can just use Nen here too, and they kind of the card collecting kind of becomes like a side thing.
Yeah.
But so how do you feel about the fucking card system? That's extremely important.
It's fine. It's just like when you have to do a plot dump over like we use this card, use all these cards, and it's like the only important ones are like teleporting ones, the escape cards, and the communicating cards for the most part.
Yeah, those are the ones that are definitely used the most. I think with the way he likes to write, he'll do this like plot dump for the people who are really paying attention, but then throughout the story, you can kind of intuit a lot of the rules and things. And as I said before, one thing I really enjoyed about reading it was it feels like you get to spend more time with the cards and like you go through them and reading through all of them. It really makes it feels like Togashi like created an entire game inside his manga.
Yeah.
Like it felt like he wanted to spend that time to explain like all the rules.
He literally wrote down every card in there, so if you wanted to read that, you could.
Actually, yeah, let's play a little quick game right now.
Don't.
So, can you tell me, what with the card A11, Sleeping Girl, what do you think it does?
Wasn't that just like a quest card where they had to like, where they like, was just about a sleeping girl? And
yeah, well, every card is like has a different quest. Or, well,
yeah, that was the one.
But they all have a different effect in game.
Probably put someone to sleep.
A girl who sleeps in your stead, you can be active for 24 hours without sleeping while she sleeps for you. So she
literally sleeps for you.
So yeah, if you activate the card, a girl appears and she sleeps for you.
It's so weird.
See, this is why the cards are fun, because all the fucking effects are weird and they're awesome.
He honestly could have made like a spin-off manga. You just
Alright, so far you're 0 or you're 0 and 0.
I said it was a quest card. I got that right.
Well, whatever. Because I said it was A, and the A cards are the quest cards.
You don't even know that one.
Well, obviously, there's like fucking 400.
Yeah, my point. You don't.
That's not your point. So, all right, what happens next?
So yeah, they exit out to the starting area, meets up with Killua. They're being watched, and then we learned that Shizuku and Shalnark are in the game as well.
My girlfriend.
Your girl.
My girlfriend Shizuku. I'm very excited.
I wrote, some asshole lands in front of the boys. Looks at their names with spells, puts Trace Spell on Killua, and runs off like an asshole.
This is like the most infuriating moment of my entire life.
He looks like an asshole.
This fucking asshole just literally spawn camping in this fucking video game. I get so angry thinking about this scene.
So boys go to Anokiba, Town of Prizes, has a quest board, there's a rock, paper, scissors tournament for the September contest. Winner wins the Sword of Truth. Boys will enter, get food from a cat chef NPCs. When we learn about NPCs, they'll just do what they're supposed to do and not anything else.
It's really weird.
It is very.
It's
weird.
really funny to think like. So the implications of that later on, like we don't know this at the time, but later on we learn like this is all like a Nen thing. So are these NPCs like Nen?
They're conjured.
Conjured Nen objects, I guess.
I guess maybe someone had just like a just doll people, and then.
So I have to wonder like what would the condition be, because this is such like a massive fucking island. Like what could the condition possibly be?
One of the 13 creators or whatever the number was.
Was there 13? I thought there were only like 3.
There's like 11. No, there's like 11, 12. Each of the creators' first letter of their names are used to spell Great Island.
Yes.
So it's like between 11 and 13. So yeah, I also love when they talk to NPCs, they don't say the right thing. They'll just ignore them and not say anything. So yeah, they get a food card, because everything has to be on a card. Money cards. They'll get the money card FAQ. They find a guy from the group who exploded from the inside. That's the first time we get the first tease of the bomber.
Have you seen the bomber? Have you heard of the bomber?
Yeah. What's the bomber do? I caught the bomber.
Sam just touched me and gave me the fucking bomb, I guess.
I disarmed it. You gotta say, I caught the bomber if you touch him. And, okay. That's what happened when the exorcist comes by at the end. So it's not a spell, so we learned the bomb. Guy tells him it's a player hunter. A PKer, if you watch Sword Art.
PKer, awesome gamer lingo being dropped.
And was done by an end user. Hunter's mindset lets players equal more cards to go around.
Yes, the hunter mindset.
That's they're hunters.
Like the gorilla mindset.
So, guy says...
This is not a funny joke.
No, I find it very funny. I'm very hangry right now. Guy says, yeah, they fight with numbers and not blood. And has a surefire way to clear the game. Boys don't really trust him. Guy knows how they got spelled, like the tracker spell from earlier. He scouts and recruits people. Boys go with him. Meet the group. Talk about the bombers. No spells, hunt, or kill others. That's their rules. 40 spells total. At least 4 other PKers, he said.
I have to say, this is making a very uninteresting podcast.
I know. I just like this whole beginning part is just exposition.
I know. I think the problem with a lot of it is exposition. So let's maybe try and pick out a couple tasty nugs.
I wrote down the characters that stuck out were Chin Guy, Girl, and then Robisky.
Okay.
Yeah, Shaded Face, which is like the Exorcist guy, Gruff Guy, and Glasses, which Glasses guy would bench you with the bomber. 3 ways to get the cards: find them yourselves, trade, and take them from others. There's the 3 ways we learn.
Yes.
Cards. Alright. So, there are 1,900 spell cards total, he said, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but you only need the 100.
The 100,
they're A's.
They're basically the key items in, anything.
Mm-hmm. And so, the one thing that always fucks me up whenever I'm thinking about Greed Island, or when I was going through it again, is and it even becomes a metagame near the end, is the idea of spawning in cards, and some cards have a max limit. So there's some cards
you can't clone.
Yeah,
the fact they put a clone feature in the game is kind of weird.
It's fucking broken.
Yeah, it breaks the game,
and it's kind of the way that they break the game near the end that they're able to utilize.
Yeah,
to beat the bombers, which is funny.
So basically, Shake Guy said the bomber or the PKers use spells to take cards. Their group needs 70 players to hold all the defense cards, so they don't get stolen, because they have steal cards as well.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And they have 53 players currently. They have 70% of the total cards. And they will go in the offensive against the PKers or whoever is hunters. For when they have 1,300. It will take 1 month once they start. Total length 3 months after they start. Split the money. Undo spells put on the join so they get the tracking stuff off of them. And that only works when they leave the game. The spells wear off completely as well. Which is, I guess, broken. You just leave and come back.
Yeah.
Very easily.
The issue with that, though, is...
You need the leave card as well.
Yeah, you need the leave card, and also, you don't... isn't it you don't bring your cards with you? When you leave the game, when you come back, you don't bring your cards. So someone...
And also, you need someone come back in a certain amount of time before your memory is deleted.
Yes. Yeah, so there is, I guess... There's not really good, balance against that, but... So, the one thing I did want to mention, I kind of was talking about it earlier, is, with the whole... he does go to extensive lengths to establish all these mechanics, and I think it doesn't get, super interesting until, the quote-unquote late game.
Yeah.
Where you have all these characters who have these plans set up, and it's watching, dominoes fall. Okay, we need to do this action so that this card can be duplicated, and then we're gonna switch this card with this card, and then...
We'll get to when everything goes according to Keikaku, especially with Kilo at the end.
I just love that, because early on you're just you're thrust in this world, and it's just overwhelming. You're 1,900 cards, fucking all these we gotta fill this whole book, and you already have this one group that's near endgame, they have 70%. So it's an interesting it's fun to see how the story develops.
Yeah. So most of the people are in, but the boys are out. The Gon wants to play the game how it's originally intended to. So Killua joins them.
Yeah, of course. Along for the ride.
And then they were mad because they were dissing his dad's game. So, let's see. He said the scariest part isn't the... Gon said the scariest part of the game isn't the game itself. It's the player's willingness to hurt others in it. Which that's that's pretty interesting. mindset.
Hell yeah. Fucking woke ass Gon.
Yeah. Gon thanks Killa for everything. Killa has white eye. He goes to his white eye, like blind state when he thanks him for everything. It was really nice.
Oh, I love that scene.
His heart literally skipped a beat.
Fucking this little moments between Gon and Killua.
In his mind, he says he's glad to have Gon as his friend, and then there's the girl watching them and says she wants to ruin their friendship, which is does not happen.
Yeah, Bisky. It's so strange that Bisky initially is. I don't know.
I'm glad he didn't forget about it at the end where he made a joke about it. But still, it's just a weird thing. Like, I'm gonna ruin these boys' friendship.
Yeah, well, Bisky already just like. It's a bad first impression of like one of my favorite characters.
At least she didn't right away do that. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna train these boys.
Yeah, she quickly becomes very cool. All right.
So yeah,
ding ding. Time for another Hunter quiz.
And you said
card
this
quiz.
is a waste of time and everything.
No, it's not a waste of time. It's a lot of fun. All right, Sam. What is the card Aromatherapy Girl? What is its effect?
I'm guessing it summons a girl who can do aromatherapy.
Yes, you're right. A girl who emits the most comfortable aroma for you. While she's by your side, you'll be stress-free. Alright, so Sam, you're 1-1 currently.
They can literally have, like... You got rid of the first one?
Oh, you're 1-0, sorry.
Wait, what?
No, you've lost one and you've lost one and you've gotten one.
I gotten one, then I've gotten none. But you're either 1-0.
So, okay, in my brain... Your
golden brain.
In my golden brain that's going to record all this data, there's two categories. One is points that Sam's got. The other one's points Sam's missed. So you've missed one and you've got one. You're 1-1.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that doesn't make sense?
Because I think you got 1 out of 1 is what you're... Okay.
No.
So yeah, they're back to the group, letting new guys leave. So don't talk about the money because someone might hear and people get greedy and all that stuff. So Gon practicing his rock, paper, scissors stuff. And you learn trick from a fisherman about the, what's it called? This rock, paper, scissors stuff. He's so weird he learned how to be really good at rock, paper, scissors. I love characters in anime and manga being really good at rock, paper, scissors.
As if it's like a fucking personality quirk.
Cause, Konosuba had that, No Game No Life had that.
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember. I was like, what's the one where the guy can't ever lose? And it's Konosuba.
Konosuba, Konosuba can't lose at that, and then the No Game No Life, the first game they really play in the new world is rock, paper, scissors.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So yeah, you learn from a fisherman, you have to closely watch the hand, and 90% of the win is... If you have sharp eyes, it's like is you cheating. Basically.
It's literally, it's
you
literally
do the
cheating.
last second, where you just like quickly change it. So
I think that is hilarious.
Yeah. There's always got to be an explanation for rock, paper, scissors, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like it becomes like a huge part of like theme of the series. Is like Gon's like gimmick. Power. His literal gimmick is just rock, paper, scissors, which also I do fucking love as like. He hasn't really quite like learned them all yet, right? Like
no, he trained a little bit of a mission when he was there, but he didn't do any scissors or paper yet. Basically, just rock with his entire.
Yeah, I love the concept of it though. It's so fucking cool.
So that big group from earlier goes to their hideout where they meet. I thought the guy would be like way more important. They like Koso Foftro. It's like really weird. Kosoftro. It's a really weird name. Kafastro. He's a sword and weird teeth. But he doesn't come back. He's just there to guard the HQ.
Oh yeah. Whoa, I totally forgot about that guy. Yeah, you see him and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be like a main character, right?
I wrote down his name, like, okay, here's the description. He actually looks pretty cool. He has a name. And nope.
It's funny because he obviously, Togashi's constantly drawing like...
He probably died by being blown up when everyone else did.
Yeah, he must have.
So basically, they're going to go get spell cards at Masadora, the city of magic, which is a very key city, probably the most key city in this. So yeah, they buy spells there, they collect 40 spells, can get SS card called Angel's Breath, nobody owns it. Group have listed all the cards there for Jim to... You gotta read it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna read this.
Sad.
So
the cards are so good.
The killer wins the rock, paper, scissors contest and gets the sword. He gets followed. A really detailed face man is what I wrote. So he has a good life in game. Attempts to steal the cards. He fails because he beat the crap out of him. Another guy attempts. They also fail. Third guy attempts. Gon scares him. He walks away. Runs to another group of pro card stealers, and then they give up their card. they get a map and then they head to Macedora, which is kind of funny how like people just like wait out these competitions to try to steal from whoever like stupid up.
It's just the he's really analyzed the game
until Gon gets his MacGuffin to like keep cards off of him.
Like, is that's the necklace, right?
Yeah. So the girl appears, wants to join them. Killua says no. She has a great face. I feel right that. It's probably one of those detailed like freaking out.
Bisky has like some of the best expressions.
Very angered, threatens to toss around in her head, and chases them as well. So Troop shows up finally. I wrote this in exclamation points.
Everyone, it's so fun because the Troop doesn't really like
do anything,
play a part in this, but it's good to be reminded.
There's some background information that's very important, especially probably going into later.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when we learn about cheating and like some of the other stuff in the game as well, like backstory for the game. The game prevents Nen breaking the game. Suggests the possibility the game isn't virtual reality, but in the real world. NPCs are manipulated or conjured, is what they said. Key items are conjured. If VR, soul would be sucked out, but not the body. More than one game master, so it needs multiple, actual creators in there. Told if the game is cleared, you're able to bring 3 cards IRL. I forgot this was mentioned so early on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like the drive, because that's Bisky's whole motivation.
Yeah, get the gem. Yeah, I completely forgot that was like a mention. I thought that was like a special like surprise gift at the end for there, but that was like very early on. So they don't have to 100% clear and make out with more than 3. So you don't have to get every single card to get.
Mm-hmm. And I like how it kind of later on we get.
I think Cortopi is there too. I guess he's the Troop member showed up
because he's I think
the
with him,
guy.
Yeah, his whole thing is duplication. And I think with him they were trying to like duplicate shit, and they realized like, okay, we can't.
So
the cards are special.
From here, Things and Phaeton split up. They will meet at Macedora in 1 week. You think they're gonna be important, but they really do not factor in at all.
Yeah, it really just feels like set up.
And they said, "Oh, it was race to see who can kill more people," and they killed the shithead guy from the start, though, who put the tracking spell on Killua. But like, yeah, I thought okay, they're gonna get confused.
That was pretty
them.
satisfying.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're getting them confused with the bombers and everything, or maybe they have a standoff with the bombers. I'm like, nope, get my hopes up and crush them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they go through the forest. The girl's still following them. Ninjas attack, but instead ask for help. The boys they ask the boys to help fight a disease. They give them money for meds and clothing, and they get nothing in return. But they come back later. So, and then they go into the Badlands. They fight a Cyclops. This is the first like real like big fight that
the Cyclops is so weird. That because like obviously
there are a lot of cool monsters in here.
Yeah, it's funny because like initially you don't really see the monsters and stuff, and then you're like, oh whoa, like what the fuck? Like, and the Cyclops is like talking shit. It's weird.
There's also a giant lizard. Really cool design.
I love how big the big fucking lizard is. So massive.
The girl is still observing them. They run to the puff monster they kind of do a drawing of.
I love the little puff monster. He's like super quick.
They're very fast and they fail at killing one. Then a weird anteater head horse. Do you remember that one?
The bubbles. He poops out the bubbles.
Shoots bubbles. He runs away.
Which also, okay, so this is like a weird thing about the manga. The whole thing is like, oh, don't touch the red bubbles, pop the green ones or whatever. You can't tell; they're all the fucking same. Yeah. They all look the same. At least in the anime, it's like
a lighter color and then like a darker.
I was utterly confused when they were like. Obviously, I knew it was happening, but
there were lizards, worm with a box, one eye, bees, slimes, and then the Bisky gets mad at them because they suck.
Yeah, no, I would too.
Says they're rough gemstones that will shine with a little polish. Helps.
I love that Bisky's like a fucking jeweler. Like, that's her fucking thing.
No.
She's obsessed with like shiny gems. That's so funny.
And then she helped him defeat that weird puppet monster. You remember that one? It's like a smaller monster controlling like a bigger thing.
Yes, oh yeah.
And
that was when I saw that was one of the moments I was like, oh wow, like this is interesting. Like they're gonna do interesting things with the fucking Nen.
And then they kind of did. Not the main. So says she will coach them, and then there's a scissored hand man watching.
So I fucking love this guy.
I do too. I do.
This is probably one of my favorite parts.
My favorite non-characters because he actually gets a flashback and everything.
Yeah,
I fucking love.
First off, ding ding ding!
Okay.
It's card time. I every time I forget. I don't have a good name for the segment. It is Hunter x Hunter card test.
Trivia.
Card trivia. So, card number 72 is called Mad Scientist Plastic Surgery. Can you describe how you would how you'd use this card?
It would probably summon a mad scientist, plastic surgeon, and you were able to reconstruct your face if damaged.
Alright, let's see. Scan a picture of the face that you want.
Where do they scan a picture from? They can't breathe.
I know. And you will end up as an exact likeness. Each surgery carries a 5% chance of failure and a 1% chance that the machine will break. So I guess it spawns like a scanner machine that
you can just literally like be someone else.
Yeah, you can just change. I think it's just your face.
Interesting.
Because you're only scanning the face.
Interesting. So, okay, that is such a weird one.
There's some weird ones, dude.
It technically is plastic surgery, so I'm technically right.
But you said it spawned a surgeon, though. You didn't say the machine.
The machine is the surgeon.
Get fucked.
So, alright, back to...
Wait, sorry. Ding, ding, ding. One more bonus one.
We'll talk about Bisky.
Which one is... Card number 18 is called Imp's Wink. Also known Wink of this Devil. I don't know why it's known as that. What would Imp's Wink do?
It'd probably like a charm. Like a charm
a little
spell.
more specific.
Probably like a charm spell where it's like a wink and it like makes something fall in love with you or something.
You will experience the most amazing ecstasy when she winks at you. She can appear multiple times. Be warned, it gets addictive.
It is a charm spell, technically.
Kind of.
It's like a self-charm spell.
Kind of. I love that you experience ecstasy when she winks
that
at
counts
you.
at the correct one, because that is a
Yeah, I already lost count.
Okay.
We're not counting. The fans at home can count.
Sure. Alright, so we're going to Bisky stuff. So she's 57 years old. She learned N 40 years ago when she was 17.
So, okay, that's a funny detail. So she wouldn't have even looked like she does now at that age.
Yeah.
So she intentionally makes herself look even younger.
Yes. Her name is Biscuit Kruger.
Which is fucking amazing.
Yes.
The most German name I've ever heard.
Kruger's also like the biggest big guy name.
Kruger.
Tells him Wing was her student, which is really cool little fact. Senses a scissor man. Split up to do a sandwich to sandwich him, and they meet up. So he cuts her hair and eats it. So
I forgot that he ate it.
He's so he can find info out by eating their hair, which is a really weird power.
Fucking awesome.
She has steel like flesh. Also has the flesh is light, the consistency of it. Any illnesses, genetics, potential, and strength from eating the hair, which is a lot.
That is pretty OP. That's like the detectability and like
just really weird to eat hair to do it. You get to do the whole Deku strategy.
That's a perfect. I think that's like a perfect condition, like something really gross. I mean,
he's a gross looking man, so.
And to be able to get the hair too is like a challenge. So,
but that's what he wants to spar, and Bisky wins easily.
Yeah, of course, because she's fucking awesome.
So let's go. So yeah, also find out she talks about Jing. Jing is top 5 Nen users, is pretty, cool to find out.
Yeah,
he's top tier.
I can't remember if it was in this one or earlier if they mentioned that he was like a double, or he was like almost a triple X hunter.
I'm not sure the rating system for hunter. I know they mentioned like how the Soothe is like a 1-star hunter or something like that.
Yeah, so basically like I think triple is the highest. I might be wrong. It's been a minute, but. Yeah, he was like, because the card that Gon got for his hunter license was a double X, I think. So I think, yeah, he might be a triple.
They grade you on your performance, I guess, then.
Later on they go into it. I guess it must be later on, because they go into like what each one means. Yeah, which means. Yeah, sorry, spoilers.
Very good. I figured that. So Biscuit's in Greed Island for money, and once the jewel only found in Greed Island. Slot number 81, Blue Planet.
Blue Planet.
Bisky will start training them with Nen. So yeah, this is also have a recurring gag of the titles, which I love, which is just like them trying to go to the city, but then not. It's like all these like...
Yeah, we can pretty much... We don't need to go like super in-depth in this section.
I really like that whole little gag, though. But this is like this is one of my favorite parts of this arc was like the scissor guy training.
Yeah, that part is fucking awesome. I love that they create...
So we're on now.
Like a whole fucking arena for it.
Yeah, so they give Silverman a task to evade the boy's attacks for 2 weeks, or he'll be murdered, basically. So yeah, he has to stay in the crater. So they all have to stay in the crater.
It is like legitimately horrifying to think that your life is on the line. Like,
I mean, he ate her hair, so he knows what she really looks like.
That's true.
He probably knows. So,
but to think at any time they could attack. So like he has to sleep. Yeah. He has to constantly be on guard. He's a piss and shit.
Maybe even come. So
maybe he's pretty fucking freaky.
The escaping not allowed. The scissor man name is Benoit. He's a bounty hunter. He also loves human flesh, especially 22-year-old women. He says that. So fight starts. Very fast, despite injuries. Killa throws rocks while Gon rests, and they switch out. Benoit can go 1 week without sleep, he says. Which I guess.
Awesome. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're good enough with Nen. Gon punches a big rock and charges at him with it. Gon really likes rocks, I learned.
He rock.
I know,
like,
yeah. He just rock, but he also loves throwing and hitting rocks.
It's kind of the ultimate, like, metaphor for just, like, a dumb person attacking. Like, just a low intellect, just like, I'll pick up a heavy rock and hit you with it.
Yeah. So his scissors can't cut the rock. So almost a day passes. We actually get a day skip after it make really quick. They keep throwing big rocks. He sees a potential in the boys. Gon's like a diamond. Bisky calls Gon a diamond and Killua a sapphire. She goes in this whole explanation of why they're like a horoscope gemstone. Like, I am totally a diamond. Do you know your gemstone?
My birthstone?
Yeah, birthstone.
Yeah, I'm topaz. I'm blue topaz.
It's April, I think it is.
Is April the one that's like not a stone? We can look it up.
Go look it up for me. Well,
while we're looking it up, ding, 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 it's time.
Let me finish the Benoit stuff at least.
All right, fine.
So they surround Benoit with rocks. They get him in range to hit, but Gon says stop. They have time and wants to be able to deal damage with them 1v1. So like they're not doing not unfair.
Yeah,
I really like that. He really wants the most out of his training, which I really like. So,
yeah.
So Benoit has a dream for his backstory, which is like, this came out of nowhere. This like caught me by like surprise.
It's Diamond.
Ooh.
April Birthstone is Diamond.
Nice. So yeah, this is coming off guard. This is like his whole backstory dream he had. So when he returned a child, he returned a drop while the adults looked like they wanted to kill him, and he gets beaten to like a bloody pulp at the child.
This was such an important like this makes this like one-off character just so you want him to be redeemed.
Yeah, he didn't want a reward. Or thanks. He just wanted to live as a decent human being, and like now he's a cannibal.
Yeah, he kind of took a big jump off the deep end there.
No, the cannibal.
And that's the problem. Like,
I want him to succeed, but he's a cannibal.
Yeah, you want this guy to be redeemed, but at the same time, he is a cannibal.
He is a cannibal. Like he wanted to eat like Bisky's flesh because he probably thought she could have been a 22-year-old woman.
Well,
maybe.
who doesn't want to eat Bisky's flesh?
I
definitely do. No, but so the one thing I do like is that he does leave. When he leaves, he's like, I'm gonna turn myself in. And like he's definitely gonna change his mind when he gets out of the game.
He literally has a scissor gimmick, which is like the creeperzoid, like psychopath gimmick of a character.
Which is awesome. I love
He is genocide Jack.
Pretty much.
So yeah, 10 days pass out of nowhere. It's crazy some of the time jumps they have in this.
So he had to have slept at that time.
Well, he said
he could go a week without sleeping.
Well, Gun said he wanted to do 1v1, so he said everybody rest so we can get at our peak. That's for the most part. So yeah, Benoit surrenders. They let him go. Thank God they don't murder him. It would have
been so weird if Bisky just murders him. Just crushes his head with a big rock.
At least she really shows the boys her complete power for the most part so. She's hid it from him. So this is the first phase of training. Everyone's at the training phases.
Alright, now that we're finished that, ding ding ding, we're gonna do card number 41. Welcome to Hunter x Hunter card guessing game. There's a card, it's called card number 41, Fledgling Pilot. What do you think Fledgling Pilot is?
A fledgling comes out and pilots a boat.
I really like that, but not quite.
Or a horse and carriage.
Warm this magic egg in your hand for 3 hours to a day for 1 to 10 years, and you will become a top pilot when it hatches. The stronger your desire during incubation, the sooner it will hatch. So basically, there's 9 of these, and it's fledgling actor, fledgling gambler, fledgling CEO. So
there are people who spend years in the game, so...
That's true.
I mean...
But, why? Just... If you're gonna spend 10 years, dude, just learn how to be a pilot. Just go to pilot school.
These I think they were just really high when they're making some of these cards, man.
There's another one, Fledgling CEO. Okay, I can understand. I'd rather spend 10 years holding an egg than working my way up the corporate ladder. Or Fledgling Gambler. That one, you just become a top gambler. Hell yeah. You're literally bending luck to your will.
We'll come back to the gambling part of this. So,
oh, hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Darby shows up.
They head to Masadora. They make it. They find a spell shop and go back to the Badlands. And then basically tells them to dig to Masadora, which is hilarious.
Which, it is fucking awesome.
And they must sleep holding a rope with a rock above them.
Okay, this is, like, for me, some of the best parts of Greed Island. I love the idea that, like, Killua has already been trained to focus his hand shut so that he doesn't crush himself with a rock as he sleeps. And I love how, like, the further it goes on, the bigger the rock gets.
Yes, and Biscuit also throws knives at the ropes, so they, like, wake up and catch it. The gun fails, the rocks get bigger daily.
Yeah, Gon always gets hit. Like, Gon has a hard time adapting. Honestly, can you blame him? Like, your natural inclination when sleeping is to, like, relax your body muscles. Like, so you're gonna open your hand. I wonder if this is, like, a legit skill that you can... Do you think you can, like, focus on that?
Focus on your sleep.
I mean, you have to learn pretty quick. You
have to hear the whooshing of the knife being...
Okay, maybe not the knife part, but, like, the idea that you have to, like, clench a rope tightly.
It depends on, like, how kind of sleeper you are, maybe. Like,
that's
maybe,
true.
I'm not sure how you really train yourself to do that. It's just maybe it's like a thing you gotta keep doing to do it, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
your body will react if you like, you know, you do it enough and you get hit in the head. When you don't do it, your body maybe will, like...
like a Pavlovian response.
It will adapt to that, I don't know. So, yeah. Then they start using Shu on... they discover Shu by putting Aura on the shovels.
So, yeah, this is, like, interesting that I don't think we really see utilized. No. It's, like, the idea of just pretty much channeling Aura into...
It felt like something
an item.
Like a emitter, or, like, someone would... Like, something like the emitter thing would do, which is, like, you put it on something, or you...
Mm-hmm.
I guess other than shooting Nen, you can shoot your Nen onto something to... increase. I don't know.
To me, it kind of felt like the natural evolution of an enhancer. It would be like,
or yeah,
to take an item and just enhance it. Essentially,
yeah, other than enhancing yourself. I'm hoping to see some weapon enhancers. I'm hoping this, like, later on. We'll see.
We see this technique used later, but in an interesting way. You'll see.
Okay,
it's fun shit.
Leaves them drained, and they make it to the town, and Gon masters the sleep test. Finally, that's the first phase of training.
Not crushing yourself with a rock every night
when you're sleeping while having knives thrown at you. So second phase, so now they go back to collect monsters and test their observation. Bisky thinks the game was created to test Gon specifically. So this is what we said, the bubble horse.
It makes sense. Yeah, so this is
the last test of phase 2.
This is one thing I really enjoy. It's like, because at first it's like, okay, there's digging. Like, that's kind of, like,
a
tedious.
A tedious physical... And maybe Shadows training Shu was the thing.
Yeah, it really comes across as just, like, getting their Nen ability up, which I guess is kind of the point of the training them throughout this, whatever. But I love the idea that, like, all of these monsters in the game were, like, they're, like, meant to be learned. Like, each one of them is, like, a way to better yourself as a Nen fighter.
Yeah. And the bubble horse thing happened about switching your Nen.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, what they have to turn their Nen off? They have to, like, Zetsu and
zigzag between, one gets past one color bubble, the other one gets past the other bubble, and that's why you had to keep switching it off and on. So the third phase was defense training. So Gon uses Gon's all aura punch called KO or Temper. That's what they said in the chapter. So test to block and defend, no dodging allowed. 10 plus Ren equals Ken. That's what I wrote.
So yeah, let's break that down. So 10 is, like, buffing up. 10 is, like, powering up. I literally forget what Ken. I think Ken is the one where you, like, focus it.
Well, Ken is a combination of both of those.
Okay, yeah.
10 and Ren.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I meant to say Ren. And then Ren is
the thin. Is that the thin layer?
Yeah, because you need to... I might be mixing this up with something else, but the idea is, like, you want to be able to focus your aura into one part of you without leaving the rest of your body completely exposed.
Yeah, which that comes back into play. This is like the main thing that kind of comes back into it, especially against the bomber. And
you see a lot with Gon, especially later on when he's punching hard.
Especially when he's fighting the bomber, like, he had to put all his deep into his arm so he doesn't blow it up. So Gon takes advantage and punches him in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they basically have to fortify their bodies, and to fight anyone, they need to maintain Ken for 30 minutes at least, at minimum. and eventually they pass at the third phase.
I just love how, like, we just get these further, explanations of how Nen affects you. Like, initially they can't do it for more than, 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Because it's just such a strain. Like, they're just sweating and they're completely exhausted.
So then you get the 30-minute mark. So Ko leaves the body vulnerable, uses Gyo to change aura ratio, so...
I'm sorry, there's one thing that we didn't quite mention. You mentioned it briefly when he cut her hair, but I love Bisky's little, haircut.
Her drill hair. Oh, yeah, you go from drill hair to, the ponytail.
Yeah, because she for a long time, though, it's just her one, pigtail is just completely lopped off. And then later on, she makes a ponytail out of it, which I love. I love Bisky, guys. She's very good.
So we come back to the card group, and they have 10 cards left. Glasses guy reveals to be the bomber, says he planted bombs in everyone, kills a guy who went to attack him. He can blow up things he grabs as well.
What's it called? It's like the small flower or something?
Yeah, it's like I'll probably have it.
It's called the something flower. Yeah, basically, not only is he just very strong, close range, he has that, ultimate trump card.
Yes.
And what I think's really interesting, too, is, how he uses their ignorance of how it activates as leverage, because later on we find out that it's pretty complicated. He needs to meet up with his buddies to even do it.
It is a specialist thing, right? I'm guessing.
Is it? Do they explain he's a specialist?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's literally just
I think
clever
the hand thing was, but we'll see. Maybe I wrote it down, but I
just think it's clever because if they had just rushed him at this point, there would have been no. Because he would have killed a couple of them.
Yeah. Which
is kind of an issue. They're definitely selfish and they don't want to lay their lives down. Can you blame them?
Yeah.
But if they just rushed him, there's no way he could have activated the real bomber ability.
So the hand thing is not as lethal as the bomb is. They will tell him how to disarm it. The bomb power is called Sound of Life, which is the actual bomb part.
It's called Killer Queen.
Yeah. Places the bomb on the target by saying a keyword while touching them. The keyword is bomber. Disarm by saying, I caught the bomber while touching him. Bomb appears, and the bombs are, after explaining the powers, which is also very specific.
Yeah, but that's the love. That's the thing we love about it.
Let's see. We'll disarm it. Okay, timer goes by heartbeats as well, we learn. Not by, time, actual.
Oh, yeah.
So, the bombers actually go back to the mansion. Chin Guy goes to meet the bomber. That's the guy they were talking to. I wrote his name down earlier.
Chin Guy.
Yeah, because it don't matter because the other two guys have head tattoos with him. Talking goes poorly and they kill him. So there goes that character.
Sad.
And then Glasses guy name is Genthru, by the way.
Yeah, Genthru, the bomber. Kira himself. All right, ding ding ding! It's time for another episode of what is this card called? I don't know.
You're wasting too much time on this exposition stuff. I know, put these card games in.
Well, because it's giving me your exposition is just you talking, so I want to be able to talk and have a little rapport. Perfect Memory Studio. It's card number 56. What do you think Perfect Memory Studio does?
Probably, I'm gonna say it has a studio but it's like a photo studio, and it has memories in case you forgot something. You can keep track of your memories.
So you're pretty close. I'll give it to you. Specify a date and time to get a picture of yourself from the past. You may also request a sequence of photographs. So yeah, you're getting a picture of you from the past. Pretty cool.
So, those two guys are also called Sub and Vara, by the way. The two jobber guys.
The two guys, so yeah, he needs to... that they, collectively have the power. The explosion power. Was it called Sound and Light?
I guess so.
Is that what you wrote down?
What, their names?
No. You said the power, the...
Oh, yeah, the bomb is called Sound of Life.
Sound of Life.
Yes. So, they stole the Chin guy's head, they want cards... 3 of them are all bombers. They explain that. They had to put their right thumbs together and say a word to disarm all the bombs. Scruff guy gives up the ring and cards. Bombers kill all of them, and release was the trigger word. So, last phase of training. Back to the boys. Training for 2 weeks. Training Nen type. Then we go right back to the troop, and they find Greed Island. The AI girl spots them from the beginning. boys need to because it just cuts back to the boys. Like it's like that tea. Like there's a lot of that.
Yeah, it felt
in the early part at least.
It felt kind of weird with the Phantom Troop in this because we mentioned earlier. Like, I think what his idea is kind of like making you think that there's going to be like a big Krollo thing, because remember I mean,
if they just had Hisoka be there in the whole Krollo thing, it would have been fine, but having the entire troop in there probably didn't have to be there.
I think he just wanted to use the troop again because the troop are just such wonderful characters that everyone is great.
So yeah, the boys need to break a rock with the rock. So this is enhancer training. Rock, paper, scissors will be his martial art. Rock will be the enhance. The paper will be emitting, and scissors is transmuting. That's what I wrote.
So yeah.
So that's basically going to be training 3 types of Nen, which is going to be cool when actually, like, I'm excited to see what his other power, if he gets the other training, will be. So the troop lands on Greed Island and meet Razor in charge of spells, which I didn't know. I didn't know Razor was that early. I kind of didn't notice that.
Oh, really?
I just didn't pick that up.
Yeah, he even does his fucking, he does a fucking volleyball
I know,
spike, and he destroys a boat. It's fucking awesome.
Yes, it blows up a boat with a volleyball.
Yeah, Razor sends
them away because they cheated.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, so you mentioned earlier how, like, a lot of the troop just, like, appears there. So they must have just...
went back and got...
boated there. Whereas, like, the rest... Because the other ones only... They actually use the game.
Yeah, that's right.
And is this when he, like, teleports them away,
Yeah,
too?
he sends them away since they cheated.
Which, this is so horrifying. He just teleports them to random places on Earth. It's just, like...
Are together or you think they're separated?
They're all separated.
Okay.
Yeah, they all, like, they get teleported. I think it's in one country.
Well, they all come back at one point, though. Because, like, when Hisoka goes to meet up with him because he found the,
maybe that doesn't happen at that time. Maybe that happens later. Whatever. We need to go faster anyway.
Well, yeah. Gon practices his rock punch, basically... His 2 days to register for hunter exams just comes up. So Killer wants to leave for that. They head to Masadora to get out. They had to choose to leave by port or spell. They pick the port. Killer leaves to go to hunter exam.
Which I love this little interlude because it just feels like a fuck you to like everyone else who tried. Could you imagine if like when Gon and all our main characters went, there was just some like overpowered asshole that just had Nen.
That whole hunter exam they went through was everybody was overpowered. Like Hanzo,
that's true.
Eluso, Hisoka, like everyone was overpowered there.
Yeah, like what's
Killua
his face?
even.
Yeah, it was technically before Nen, so like it wasn't. At least it couldn't have been as unfair. But I don't know. Like he literally just kills, not kills, but like Killua just beats everyone before they can even go. So like round 1. Just doesn't even start. Out. Like round 1 just barely starts. But also, I think it's really funny that the first test was like, all right, yeah, just beat up 3 guys. Like
Battle Royale.
How can you keep track of that? Like,
we had the whole like number thing, like on an island, like Battle Royale kind of thing. More so than just like here's a room, we're all brawling. There you go.
That was more interesting though, because it was like, okay, there's a survival aspect to it, and there's like a point system, there's like complexity to it.
Yeah, and you're there for like a week.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, first 3 guys you beat come through.
So, Gon does more transmuting practice. We have to form the number 0 to 9 in 1 minute, and then 5 seconds after a minute. So 3 months have passed total. I think, and then shaded face guy I wrote down because that's somebody didn't have a name. He's alive somehow. He saw the bomb on his shoulder, and he gives the boys the rundown of or Gon the rundown of how the bomber situation goes. He leaves to warn others, tells Gon to avenge them, or don't let the bombers win the game. Essentially,
this is the Nen Exorcist guy, right?
Mbagain.
Yeah, Mbagain. So I don't know if we mentioned it before, but. Takashi has this like incomprehensible strategy of drawing black people
or any probably like dark skinned minorities.
Yeah, any dark skinned character. He would always do like thatch shading, which if you're unaware, it just means like thatching is when you just draw a bunch of lines to indicate shading and not like use what's it called? Like, you know, in the old comics where the way they'd color is like a bunch of dots.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see that in manga too. They'll use dots for shading.
From JoJo has some of those.
Yes. Yeah, Araki does use those. But yeah, it's just weird and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You said he gets better with that though, right?
Yeah, later on, I think in the most recent arc, there's been a lot of darker skin characters who have just looked like their skin is just like darker. It's just shaded properly.
So he makes a Nen beast that eats Nen abilities. This is like...
I fucking love this creepy creature.
It's so weird. So it will linger until the Nen removed... So the Nen removed user is dead or if he satisfies conditions. And so he disguises himself and the beast so he's not seen with this weird like monster next to him.
I love that he puts the fucking like cloak on. It's such an interesting idea. And I just so much. Every time something happens in Hunter x Hunter, it's like... There's so much consideration put in. Like, he wasn't able to just make it go away. Like, there's a cost to it. He's got this weird creature. This might be the first Nen beast we see, which is...
Unless you consider the Ghost Rider to be a Nen beast. When
yeah.
Neon had that creature come up. But, no one really saw it, I think. It was only really when she used it, you would see it.
Yeah, I guess that might be the first... That has to be the first actual Nen beast.
It's just the Nen fish, you count it?
I think you see her Nen beast first. The indoor fish. I guess that literally is like a Nen beast. Whatever, but like Nen beast becomes like a different thing later on.
Okay, so what's it called? Killua meets the shapeshifters from the first arc. They're like the people.
Yes,
I like a really cool callback.
I love that. And it just is like, oh, you're gone. You smell like gone.
Yeah, we'll take you to the exam. That's no problem. We know you're good.
Even though I assume it's probably different every year. They probably move it.
But I mean, they're
in the know.
Yeah, they're guides, so I'm sure they'll be fine. And then Bisky going by cards. They get an ultra rare. Someone's watching. More training. A mission training where they shoot rocks.
Exciting.
And more training. A lot of training. There's a running theme in this one. Killua makes it to the exam. Sees the big nose jerk from the first Hunter exam, the guy who just fucks people over.
Oh, Tonpa, that fucking asshole.
And
fucking cunt.
So the exam starts. First has to knock out 5 people. He knocks everyone out. Passes. Heads back to the game.
I wish that Tonpa would become a hunter because I really want to know what his Nen ability would be.
I think his Nen ability just naturally fucking people over.
Yeah, he would be such a clever hunter, I think, because his whole thing is like. I don't know. It's weird because
misfortune on others.
The role he plays is like a hunter killer or like a hunter blocker essentially.
Yeah,
like
cock blocker.
He like weeds out the wheat from the chaff.
He's a hunter. He's a hunter cock blocking enthusiast.
Pretty much.
So
pathetic, man.
So, yeah. So we head back to the game. They go through spells. They talk to players. Okay, we learned you can use a contact to talk to other players you met in the game, and we get the list of players, and we see Krollos' name show up, which is like huge. Like. Whoa.
I know, yeah, because you're just like, wait, no, this guy, he should be fucked.
So, yeah, Gon gives Bisky the rundown on Krollo, I think she explained exorcisms, had to have Nen to get into the game, so it means Krollo cannot get into the game because he cannot have Nen to use, so that's fascinating. So if someone's using his name, is obvious, the thing going on.
Yeah, it's funny how quickly they dispel that. Like, they don't really let you sit on that revelation for long, or at least it makes you think, like, oh, or maybe did he get his Nen back?
And then Killua leaves again to go tell Kurapika that like Krollo's name showed up, man. It's probably a big deal. And what's it called? So the troop came there without knowing it was Greed Island. Sharnak realized it was due east of York knew, because of course he freaking knew it, because the troop knows everything.
Yeah, he's smart. He's smart boy.
They hired someone to play the game for him and uses his name as a message. And the Exorcist is in Greed Island, and it's Hisoka, the bestest boy in the Hunter x Hunter world.
It's very exciting.
I get so happy I wrote in all caps in the heart. So yeah, and he used Krollo's name. Krollo hired him, and Hisoka wants to fight him. The best motivation. He wants this 1v1 fight that he got cucked out of.
It's so. I love that it's his like life goal. Like he's just fixated so much on that. Like nothing will get in the way of this 1v1 fight. Like, I wonder if we'll see it one day.
One of her images is him, like, when Krollo says, I can't fight you, I got my Nen blocked, and his complete disappointment face, just, like, great.
It was one of the funniest moments.
So, Killua does call Kurapika. The boss is freaking out because, Neon lost her ability, and his whole, like, empire based on that is fucked. Gon keeps practicing rock, paper, scissors. Gets made fun of for yelling his move name.
Sad. Don't make fun of the boy.
Everybody has to name their move, man. Attacks are short. The rock paper shot are short, medium, long, or rock paper scissors. Which I think that's a really cool strategy to have.
It is such a like clever I think it's such a clever application of Nen, and it's so basic too. It's so perfect for Gon. Like it's not super tricksy.
It's simple.
And
something based on something he's very familiar with. Like
the one thing I love about Gon is just he is very simple, and that's like his appeal. He's not like the smart. He always has like a plan because he's a shonen protagonist. So of course they always have a Kikaku, but
so they stop training and they go back to focus on everything. We'll get there. We'll get to that pose. So they get back to the main game, so they have a quest. This is the quest stuff. So they have to knock a legendary beetle out of a tree and catch it. Only 7 people have succeeded in doing it, and Gon uses rock and gets 3.
I love that so much.
He didn't go 100% either, which is even funnier. He didn't want to hurt the tree.
Classic Gon.
Yeah. Gon.
What a great little like scene.
They have to free a trap girl and they get a card of her.
That was so...
She sheds gold. Was the card description.
Oh, I think she's Gold Dust Girl. I just saw that card.
Yeah, you can't use that one. So
damn it.
They win a tourney and get a defense spell, which is the necklace that reflects and undoes spells. They do more card gathering. This is where we get the gambling stuff. Where Kilo gets addicted to gambling, where he keeps losing all his money.
I fucking love that. Is this pachinko, right? It's literally just pachinko.
It's like pachinko. They get contacted for a trade, and the trade goes smoothly. Hit the whole dice thing because he does skull dice, and it blows up because someone else happened to him. So they use. And then they win that. Killer plays poker. That's what he played. And he wins poker. Because he does a cat face during this, I wrote.
I love the Killer cat face so much.
So you got 50 cards, and you want to get to S-class cards now. They gave away lead cards for others. Bomb Guy's going to do a big trade with Suze. Name other players who are... that's right, the other foreign, like the Bellum brothers, and that's the only one really important. They know about the troop members as well, which is interesting.
All right, ding ding ding. We haven't done one in a while. The Hunter x Hunter card game. It's here.
Don't give them ideas.
I'm sure all the fucking cards exist as a very expensive toy for an old man to buy. All right, card number 83 is called the Sword of Truth. What does it do?
Oh, that's the one they won from. That's the one you can make others do what you say, because that's the one they thought Hisoka was under.
That's not what this is. Splits in 2. Anything or anyone who's deceitful. In trials, it is a criminal's worst nightmare.
Yes.
The sword will shatter when used to cut something true, but will regenerate if stored in its scabbard for 1 day.
Remember when you thought Hisoka's couldn't tell them anything, and then they're like, "Oh, the sword of truth."
Oh, I don't remember.
So maybe he just forgot the name. Like, oh, that sounds cool for an item.
All right, you get a half point for that.
Okay, so. They robbed traders, they broke their monopolies. That's their whole strategy, is break monopolies. It becomes the whole, economy of cards is, the main dump for that. They go back to the ninjas from earlier. They trust them.
This is one of my... I really do love so much of... There is so much, training and bullshit, but there's a lot of great scenes. I love this scene.
If they did more of the quest stuff, I would have loved it, even better. So yeah, they trust them for giving them cards, and then they get a card of just the entire ninja village, basically.
Yeah, I love in particular that it's this is why I love the idea of Greed Island, and as you said, it could have been a spin-off manga, because I think he kind of was trying to juggle being a shonen, doing the stuff that Shonen Jump wants you to do, and then also he has this real creative idea for a game.
Yeah.
And I really in particular like that.
So this is when the traders come back, and this is when we have a discussion of all these groups. So basically, they have a card that Genther doesn't have, and they know the powers of the bombers. Killa butts heads with Asta's group. I just wrote down he's just a random group that I had to write. There's 5 of them, and half of them just go away or get blown up afterwards.
Yeah, it happens.
So they want him to give info. So they can go through. They tell everyone Genther's information about the basically they tell about the bomber stuff. That's basically what it's called, and the whole Monopoly stuff they go through in extensive detail, which is ooh.
So that's the parts that I love.
So yeah, that's what's it called? Everyone asks for info in South Rabi. I forget how the town names. He gets told about the pirates called Razor and his 14 devils. Yes, and he runs They run the town. So if they're taken out, the location of treasures will be told. The event is triggered by having 15 people, which we learned. And they encounter pirates and have a sumo contest at the bar. So we're finally getting to the best parts of Greed Island.
Fucking finally.
Yes.
So I think it is really interesting how they it doesn't activate until they have like 15 people.
Yeah, it's like, I've been here before, and this never didn't happen before, but now something's different. I guess we have more people. We have like 5 groups here.
And it makes you wonder how many like weird side quests were just never started because they didn't have like...
No one wants to work together for the most part, having a huge group like this, so...
And then when they do have a huge group, it's like...
Too big.
Yeah, it's too fucking big, and there's too many characters, and I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, that's why I wrote down facial features for the most part. So, the first guy loses, Gone steps, like, goes and kicks him, and loses as well, technically. So, Killer comes in there, he lights the sumo guy on fire and wins.
That is the greatest, like...
He did he just fruit gas like alcohol into his face? And
so Killua jumps behind the bar, pours alcohol all over the guy, and then uses his lightning to ignite the fire.
It's so brutal.
It's the greatest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, and because they won, he takes him to the boss, and he ends up in a gym behind the bar. Just like ridiculous, like setting change.
It's so funny that Razor's whole gimmick is clearly just like physical fitness, and he just like...
He could be a member of the Body Improvement Club of Mob Psycho.
He definitely could. He'd fucking destroy them.
He would.
I love that his whole gimmick is that, and he's so fixated on it. Like, even though the whole town is like set up to be a pirate thing, it's like, no, this is just it's a gym.
No, yeah.
It's literally just like a high school
sports.
Gym.
So yeah, they have to do a best of 15, first to 8. Nothing will happen if they lose. It's an athletic contest, so each contest is a sport, and one person can't repeat. First game is boxing. The 3-minute rounds, no points, goes to get a KO. I love this part of the boxing.
This is awesome. I really love this too.
So conjuring is allowed. Not Guile as the guy who goes in. Emits and cuts the pirate. Bets he is doing the 2. He emits rapid punches. The pirate goes down, but suddenly not Guile goes down. Pirate gets up and wins. So Killa sees him teleport his fists, which is really fucking cool.
This is like the cool... Because I always thought that emission was kind of like one of the weaker ones, and this is like such an interesting use of emission. Is like... I don't know. The visual of him teleporting the punch is so cool.
You're emitting a punch from somewhere else, like which you're kind of like you're so directed on you. They're not really paying attention to, which is a clever use of it.
Mm.
So, let's see. Next up is soccer juggling. Bisky's turn. His longest juggle wins. Attacking is allowed. No hands on a ball. And losing, of course, when it hits the ground or hits an ally, loses right away. So it doesn't even get the whole thing of like, oh, everyone's gonna lose on purpose so they can like learn everything. Sumo round 2. Group boss Killer just loses on purpose, and the guy gets really pissed off because he lost on purpose. Yeah, they want to get their info. A bunch of the groups leave, except for Gorenu, who's like he's like a black outfit, round eyes. Like he's the one guy that stays with them. Recommend a single party of 11 to split the 3 cards among 3 groups. Looks for players. Say no. At first to Crollo. Benoit is gone. Decide to look into Crollo. He has 0 cards, not playing the game really. So they teleport to him, and you see one of the best images of the chapter, of probably the entire Hunter
the whole fucking part,
is naked Hisoka, with his beautiful, like, long, down hair, and, like, completely abs, and ass is out with the dialogue thing just completely censoring it.
So, yeah, this is something that, like, is one of the greatest uses of a speech bubble of all time.
They say Hisoka is covering his dick.
Yeah, and then...
Every time, name censor dick.
Yeah, so the speech bubble not only censors his dick, but it goes up in the next panel to imply that Hisoka seeing them has an erection, which is just horrifying. So the funny thing in the anime, the way they did the same joke in a different way was if you look at Gon and Killua's eyes, their eyes raise. As if they're fucking staring at his cock. I think they do that in the manga too, where they're looking down first and the next thing they're up.
It's
just like, the idea that they're fucking staring at his cock is hilarious to me.
I love it. Hisoka, Bisky drools and runs off.
Oh my god, Bisky fangirling over Hisoka is one of my favorite things.
Bisky also does some thinking I bet he's a transmuter, and tells him that he's looking for an exorcist. Bisky asks him to help with her puppy dog eye that she does. But then she has also this flip flop thing that when he's like looking at her, she does puppy dog eyes, when she looks like really like angrily at him. So yeah, Hisoka says sure, why not? Knows Hisoka is lying about something and gives him the rundown of the entire situation. Tells boys he's hiding the truth. Hisoka stares at the boys' asses and laughs. they're walking away. He just looks at her asses.
Killua gets angry. Killua he's like, no, we walk behind you. Like, that is one of the weird things. Like, okay, I know we all love Hisoka, but he's definitely some kind of fucking predator.
I love him.
To me, that's like the one thing that's
my
like
anime three-way of with the anime girl and anime guy. He's my anime guy choice.
In the devil's three-way.
My anime devil's three-way.
You're fucking, I guess, forced to. No, Hisoka is wonderful. I do love it. It's so fun to see him with his hair down.
That's your question. What's your anime three-way? One guy, one girl.
I need more time to think about it.
I'll let you at the end of the podcast. Okay, you put in the description.
I'll think about it.
So,
alright, wait, sorry. Ding, ding, ding.
Wait, let me finish the Hisoka, stuff, because, Biscuit knows he's hiding something.
Segue.
And, and then flips off series. Okay, then they go back to the City of Love, so go ahead.
Ding, ding, ding. It's card time. So, you should get this one. If you don't get this one, I'll be angry. Risky Dice. What does Risky Dice do?
I believe it's say the dice that the skull dice that it blows up if you do it, but I'm pretty sure you get. I remember they do this in the casino, the whole casino thing.
All right, so it does have skulls. Okay, it's a 20-sided die. She didn't say. Has 19 star faces and 1 skull face. Great things happen when you roll a star, but rolling a skull will be bad enough to cancel out all your previous events. This is pretty much just like D&D, the dice.
Yeah,
which I think there's a bit of D&D inspiration.
Probably
in Greed Island, but this is literally a D20 and then you roll a critical miss and you're fucked.
Yep. I love this side thing that they go to II.
II, which just means love.
Yeah, City of Love. So yeah, I just love that they keep running the romance troop, like glasses fall off the girl as you bump into someone.
Oh, it's so funny. And they all look like shoujo girls too. It's
all,
so fucking the
yell at
huge
each other.
eyes and
they yell at each other Gon picks the most cliche one, which is like a group of thugs picking on the girl. Killua figures out that Hisoka found the spiders and is waiting for something, which is gonna be, the Exorcist.
With the whole, him, because the whole thing, they say don't interact. I know we're here, and, the whole point of this is, it's starting a bunch of quests, but don't interact. But the implication is that, Gon has to, let this girl get fucking destroyed by this gang. It's really sad.
I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna hover around her until someone does something.
Yeah, they're just constantly hurling insults at her.
So yeah, you can't tell Gon because Gon's a bad liar and he will blurt it out, which I love that. There's a good reason why you can't eat the whole information away from Gon. So you think about asking Sue's group for help, so they get to look at Hisoka's book and they see the trooper there and he's not there. So they cast contact, but does detect your surprise on the thing covering his contacts with the trooper. Yeah, it's a clever thing. I guess you can use it for basically anything.
I feel like there's no powers in anything that get as much reincorporation as both of his powers. The fucking bungee gum is used constantly for a bunch of different reasons. Even within the volleyball fight, which we're not there yet, we see it used several different ways. But the texture surprise always comes up too. Yes, it's fucking awesome. What awesome powers.
So they basically meet up with some of the traders and Sue's group, and they play the game. So they hit first to 3 this time. So Sumagai tries to go rogue. Razor kills him brutally.
Fucking destroys his head with a volleyball.
Yes. And the boss, you learn that he's a game master and dodgeball is next.
So I think it's really funny how Razor is just fuck it. We're just doing dodgeball.
We're doing one. And I put we're doing best of one. We're playing dodgeball. Everybody's here. So, figured out, Razor's ability is the 14 devils, but I love that he can summon those mindless
it's really cool, and I love that they're all different in a way too.
Yes, he summoned 7 of them. So 8 is 8v8. Filler guys run off scared, so Gon says to do a 6v8. Sumagai was so we learned that Sumagai was a criminal also as well, which is we'll come back more to that. Boys are told that Greed Island is a real place as well. They find that
heaven is a place on Earth.
That guy Bopobo was.
I know, Bopobo.
Broke taboo off to let players who believe they are in a game find out. Some devils are death row inmates, but the other 7 are.
So
I love this.
What I do love that too is and we see this a few times earlier too.
These are not good people.
No, and you shouldn't feel sad. I think they explained he was a rapist. He was a rape murderer.
So I'll probably have that written down. We'll see. But yeah, but Jane gave him that second chance.
I'm Bopobo.
Oh, Bopo, yeah.
Yeah, he was a rapist. So it's oh hell yeah, kill that guy. But it's funny to think, like, imagine in Disney, like, you're working for Disney, you know, in Disney, they need to, like, constantly be in character. If you broke character, they just, like, sniper shot you, like, blow your brain out.
Cinderella's castle.
It's like, oh,
no one goes in there.
You can't break character.
So Gon asked Razor about Jing. He had this weird, he had an insane smug shaded face. He said he wants to go, he said he won't go easy on him because Jing Li told him not to go easy on his son. So,
which is awesome.
Granu says he will be 3 people, and he summons the monkey men, which are Nenbis.
Oh yeah, there's more Nenbis. Yeah, the monkey men.
Yeah, 2 monkey men.
Which, this is one of those powers that's like, holy shit, this is really OP in, like, a lot of ways.
Yeah, so we'll go into... Yeah, so Granu can switch places with the white Nenbeast, and then...
you can switch an enemies, or someone, not an enemy, someone else with the black one.
So cool, I love that.
It's so cool, and it's so perfect for this situation.
Yes. So Suze gets hit hard, but saved. Hisoka gets the ball because of the bungee. The Devils can merge and caught the ball. So I guess also his double can come together in like a weird like Megazord mech kind of thing.
It's funny how quickly like they're just like, okay, no, there's no real rules here. Like the only rules are the fucking.
You start with 8v8. You have like these weird like boundary things of like people who are out can like throw the ball.
So to me, the big thing that fucks me up every time is they don't really play dodgeball. It's like the one rule. It's like if you catch the ball and someone throws,
you're just not out.
Yeah, it doesn't get you out. Which to me, as an American, that's like a pillar of dodgeball.
I mean, there also is some rules of if you caught the ball, you get someone back in as well.
Yeah, that's I think jailbreak is what we would call it, where you've got maybe like, there's jail.
Maybe there's some other rule with in Japan dodgeball because American dodgeball is a lot more savage.
Because to me, when I was watching it, I remember there was a scene where Razor catches it, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're out, and it's like, oh, I guess he's not out.
Hey man, I watched that dodgeball like game show they had that one time. Like,
what?
Remember they had a game show that had like, a dodgeball TV show, and it had like teams.
I do not remember those.
Oh my god, I remember that show used to be a really cool show.
I'm sure it was.
So yeah, Razor pegs the ball at Gon, knocked out of shoes and into a wall. Okay, luckily, but he's out though.
He's fine.
But they also have like 2, like each team has like 1 return card as well to go back into the game. God. So he uses his Black Nambi to switch with Razor and knocks Razor out. Which is, I love the uses of the net. He also getting Razor out right away, like, oh shit.
Yeah, so that whole thing is just so awesome. Like the way that he waits till like the ball's thrown so that there's no way that Razor could even react because he's not expecting it. Such a fun idea.
So yeah, ball caught by Devils and he peg Granu, so it's now 3v3. Some epic dodges going on. Bisky asks if Gon's okay, but she asks 1+1. Gon says yeah.
Oh, Gon is so good. What a good boy.
So yeah, Ahsoka catches, but Bisky goes Bisky clothes step out. She didn't step out, her clothes do, which is like really weird and really picky of out.
Yeah, I always thought that was really strange.
Yeah, so Hisoka breaks 2 finger catching the ball without his which is like, Jesus, these people are like pegging the crazy. So the ball loses power once it touches a retriever. Gon has a plan of getting them a win, is crushing him, so he does rock. So he knocks 1 out. Gon's not satisfied. He needs more power for Razor. Razor bumps the ball and kills the ball's momentum, which is like hilarious. It's like he just
gets like fucking it gets like impacted in the ceiling.
Yeah, Hisoka bungees the ball from the air and KOs Razor. Razor uses his back. No more back ends. 3v2. Hisoka's arm is hurt and Gon is out of aura. Killa hands are fucked from Gon's hits because literally holding the ball and like the impact is shattering his hands.
Yeah,
jeez,
horrifying.
Like I love that though. Like they get so fucked up in these like little things. So, like I love it.
It just makes you realize like the power that we're dealing with.
Yeah. So Bisky knocks out a demon. So it's 3v1. Suze wants to hold the ball. Killa's hands are fucked. Is what I read. I was like running out of space. So Gon knew about his hands, but says Killa has to hold the ball. There's no one else that can hold the ball because he loves him too much.
So this is the scene.
Yes, guys. They make a plan.
This is the fucking scene.
So I said Razor recalls his demons and restores his aura. So he basically just absorbs every player. He's like, oh, I'm good now. It's like so cheap for dodgeball.
I know.
He goes for a spike, but the boys, Boys and Hisoka Strat is an Oreo out of context. Hunter x Hunter.
An Oreo. Figure, like, Sam to draw tiny little diagram of stick figures.
So yeah, Strat, his gun stops the ball. Hisoka traps it and Killer embraces. So just like Killer is like basically his penis that you saw like not too long ago. And Gon is like catching it like in the front. Like it's so funny.
The image of them like getting ready, this like whole the pose.
Green Island is like out of no context, like Hunter x Hunter. It's like that pose and then like explain like him boys like seeing or him like staring at their asses and laughing.
But like, so yeah, I just fucking love like the dedication of Killua here.
But as this whole thing, Razor calls Gon a monster. He says Jing should be proud. He's truly his son.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Razor goes for another bump, but hits it back to Gon. Gon passes out and just dodges it because he passed out.
Yeah, I love that. He just falls.
He's about to win before Hisoka interferes. Says Gon wants a flawless victory, so...
Oh, the fucking... Gon wants a flawless victory, yes.
I love that. It's like my favorite, like... that line's so good. Like, everyone like freaking out, like, what the fuck, man? So, let's see... Bounces the ball back with his bungee, sticks to Razor's arm. Gon was property of gum and rubber. Knocked out of the ring, Hisoka breaks both his hands, and they win. Before Razor leaves, he will answer Gon's questions about Jing. So, the dodgeball thing is so... I love this clever way of having a fight not actually being like a hand-to-hand fight.
Yes. It's the perfect manifestation of how Nen is just the most interesting battle mechanic. Like, you can do anything with it, even a fucking dodgeball game, and it's the hypest shit. It's like the best fight ever. And it's not even a fight, it's just like a clever utilization of powers.
They break so many hands.
This like, but I think like top 3 Hunter x Hunter moments is like Killua's love for Gon here. It's like he is willingly subjecting his hands to like irreversible damage. Like the one guy is like, his hands are so fucked up that like he can't do this. But no, Gon is so like, they're so good friends. They're such good friends.
He has to hold the ball.
He has to, which I think is really funny. Why didn't he just think about like throwing it in the air and having Gon try to? It's not the same. But it just the fucking dedication.
So let's see. So he answers questions, and then Jing isn't on Greed Island. He doesn't know where he is. Razor is also a death row inmate. Jing captured but then hired him, which I thought was a nice little thing.
The flashback with Razor, where he's like a total Yankee, like he's got like the fucking fluffy, what do they call that?
Headdress?
No, not a fedora. What's the word? A pompadour. He's got a huge pompadour. He's got like the fucking like mullet going on. I love that.
There's many different images of Jing, especially one toward the end. So he told him if just one person believes in you, you can be redeemed. And now he had the flashback with that and everything. And then so like Razor looks super different too in that flashback.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about Razor. He's got like the pompadour.
Yeah, that's right.
He looks like a fucking Yankee.
So yeah, he envies Gon. Razor believes in Gon as Gon to him. Gets told the cave's location, but told there is no treasure. Treasure was the girl looking at the view. So
it's like the fucking meme. Like, the treasure was your friends along the way.
It's the true One Piece. So Hisoka leaves. Getting through contacts them. They're watching them and kill the other jobbers in the group that ran out. And basically, troops said they found the extras and fly to Hisoka. And said they will declare war if not given the cards. But Gon says, "Fuck you, I'm fighting."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Suze will say who'll buy Gon's.
Is this when Kaluto shows up or
which one?
Kaluto, Killua's brother.
Not yet.
Okay.
So yeah, next time they cut to them is when that happens. So Bomber, they threaten them. Sue said we'll buy them time so Gon's group can rest and fight later. They can hold them off for a week. Said they can buy them 3 weeks but they get the most recent card. And they had to go on the offensive, which I love the whole offensive strat they have. So the boys had to come up with a strat whenever they fail, basically, or run out of time. Which I love their hit and run tactic. Like when there's like the bombers are sleeping, they'll like appear, throw arrows, and then like disappear. It
gets really satisfying because you feel like the whole time the bombers really had the upper hand. So having
this time they're on the defensive.
Yeah, it feels so satisfying when that happens.
It's really cool. So yeah, Hisoka meets with the troop, and then Eshes was located by Killua's brother. I wrote sister, but the translation messed up. Are you saying he for once? Like no, it is a boy.
So yeah, Kaluto shows up. I really love Kalto's design, and it definitely is supposed to look like a girl.
Yes.
But Kalto is a boy.
So he is.
And I also like how he says, like, I cannot tell you what my Nen ability is because it's too fucking interesting.
So he is the new number 4. He's replacing One Piece Nose Girl.
Sad.
Pikomara.
So
Hisoka talks to Mochi, which I love this. I'm so interested. I hope it gets like more stuff with like Hisoka talking and her. They kind of seem they have
Mochi? Oh, Machi.
Machi. I think I wrote Mochi. I think it's
You miss her name is Machi.
Yeah. Or maybe my O. I brought down my O.
Yeah, Machi and Hisoka, even from the beginning, they're like
they have a relationship.
Yeah, they're the closest. I think he's the closest with her in the group.
Which I'm just hoping more troops. I know they probably won't be in Chimera Ant Arc because I'm pretty sure they aren't in there. So
yeah, we'll see.
So she asks if there any asks if he is serious about fighting Crollo. Says if he'll kill him if he kills Crollo, she will hunt him down. So yeah, then the fight starts with the bombers. We get that their hit and run stuff.
Yeah.
Then Gon's training his does a mission training. Training is level 5. Level 5 anyway, the handstand one, you have to shoot yourself up. Mm-hmm. I love that.
It's actually so we have the show on in the background just to remind us of stuff, and that actually just happened. We've caught up.
Yes. So the only way Gon could jump ahead. So Killua asked Bisky to show him her ability. So summons Cookie, the magical masseuse.
I fucking love.
That's all it is. Not even I knew that she turned to a big guy, and I thought, hey, that's her ability. No, just the masseuse. That's something that she always looks, and this is like a really peak body.
Yeah, it's such a brilliant idea to I'm gonna make my Nen into someone that will give me massages that make me stronger,
make me more relaxed. Yeah, and it's like that's not a real ability. I love. So yeah,
I love how she looks too. Cookie's adorable.
I do love it. If you don't see it again.
Also, Cookie is another word for biscuit.
I know that. She's all about the
sweets.
The sweets. I was what's the description of a cookie?
Süßigkeiten?
What's the definition of a cookie?
Sweets. I know the German word.
It was
what do you mean the definition of a cookie?
They're all cookie treat biscuits and
I would say
or biscuit. Isn't biscuit like a British term for cookie?
Biscuit is what you would see. Yeah, I guess in Germany too they would say. Well, they wouldn't say, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, biscuit is what a cookie is in English.
Okay.
English.
So yeah, the bombers start attacking other players who know Suze or any, and then so basically, they're just beating up people. Gon's still training. So we meet the first cut to Patera, the billionaire from forever ago. He's crying at a TV. Okay, what's up with that? So they had 3 weeks. It said direct. From 5 days left of those 3 weeks, so they are training a lot. A lot of time skip very quick.
Yeah, this is probably so far the most time passing within a single arc.
So we learned Sue's group basically retreats to the mansion, and we learned that Patera canceled the contract, and the bombers show up as well. And the bombers kind of just leave them be. Mm-hmm. They're not going to come back. They can't the entrance until they go away. So 3 weeks gone by plus 5 days. That's what happened. So, Gon's still training. Goranu contacts them, tells them Susan coming back. Genthu's is camping at the start. Bombers are unsure why the reward was canceled, so it's not them. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, wait, what the hell? This contract not here. That's pretty cool. The bad guy's even not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
Which everything's usually going according to plan. So used to that kind of crap. So yeah. So Goranu has all of Susan's cards, so it's fine. And up to the boys to win. Vatera had a fiance that was in a coma, so we learn also about the backstory.
He wants the angel's breath. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but she died a month ago, sadly.
So yeah, he is no fucking. What's the word? He's no objective anymore. He's no horse in this race.
Yes, and she wasn't after his money, and they were going to go away and give up all their stuff before the accident happened. Mm-hmm. And he thought Greed Eye could cure her.
Sad.
Yes. So, bombers head to the boys. They run away and hide multiple times. Bombers run out of the company, so 1v1 start. Gon bets with Genthu that the first to lose gives up the card, so Gon isn't robbing them. He doesn't feel I love that little, weird... His weird morality thing is so fascinating. He will cheat, but he does have, an honor system.
It's really funny, because I think they just, also were so turned off by how people were like robbing from them early on that he's like, I won't go down to their level, but I will beat up this guy.
So Gentru says he doesn't need to use his ability, but Gon wants him to do it.
Alright, sorry. I'm going to take a little ding ding ding.
For the fight stuff.
Yeah, a little ding ding ding. Last card game, maybe. What do you think number 33, the hormone cookie, what do you think that does?
Changes gender. I'm going...
After eating this candy, your sex will temporarily change for 24 hours. A set of 10 boxes, 20 cookies per box. So you have 200 days where you could be... That is
an interesting one.
Hell yeah. Alright, good one. You get that one.
I can't wait to read that dojin. Alright.
Hisoka.
Oh man, that'd be too hot. That's my three-way. Girl Hisoka, guy Hisoka. The Gon gets kicked around a lot. Bisky transports Bara to a remote area. She beats the hell out of him. He doesn't go down though, but then she becomes a buff girl and punches him in the face. You know, it's really detailed, like face punching.
Yes, so wonderful.
And she doesn't like how she looks. She's like, this is the thing where like, oh, he's like 5'7". She's like, tower, like, and she's like over 7 feet tall, like holding him up, and she wins decisively.
I love that we get the thing where she is so immensely powerful.
She doesn't get one tribute hidden. It was like her thing. Like she's like, I'll give you one tribute. It's so funny.
I love her whole thing is she hates her form. Like she's so disgusted by the way she looks that she intentionally suppresses her power to look kawaii desu.
So at that point, I basically had every paragraph as like a chapter, and like this is like the chapter of just Bisky's fight. It's like really small, and Kill's like, okay, that's pretty something, and then Gon is just like 2 pages of it. Oh jeez, that's Gon's fight. It's like multiple like chapters. So
Gon's is that included like the teleport or not? They had to do like the constant card switching where
I wrote down the Zembik running away multiple times, so I wrote that, but these are just like each chapter for the most part of my notes.
We don't need to go like super in depth.
Well, it's gonna kill us fight though. He fights Sub.
Which I love. It's really funny because like before Killua just goes full lightning, they still kind of play with the idea of him using the
Rhythm Echo.
The what?
Rhythm Echo is the thing where he does, or no, but he makes multiple of himself.
Oh.
Is that a Nen ability?
He did it before he knew Nen, so...
It's just a thing he can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's an assassin technique.
His family is known just to have weird superpowers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he gets a hit, and he pulls out a yo-yo. He's able to crush a tree with it because it's made from a custom alloy that's 110 pounds.
I love the fucking weighted yo-yo.
Yes. He's a stun gun also is for close range, and yo-yo's for long range, so... And he loses his yo-yo, he gets hit, but the yo-yo wrapped around a tree and like hit the guy in the back of his head, which probably should have crushed his skull.
Totally. It probably killed the guy.
No, he gets healed at the end because that when they beat him.
That's right, they do. Okay, yeah. He definitely would have gotten.
He also had 2 yo-yos. Because he loses one and then wrapped the other.
Yeah.
So all a part of Keikaku.
I do love his strat where he like circles the tree with the yo-yo so that it hits. That's great.
So, yeah, Gon's still getting beat up. Gentru will use his power to break Gon's spirit. So, he blows up Gon's arm, but the Gyo protected it. Gon punches him. Gentru goes for another gut punch. Gon avoids and gets a swing. Bisky told him that Gentru covers his hands in Gyo to protect from explosions. That's why he trained for that. So, he will now fight with 2 hands. So, which he makes very, detailed of. So, Gon's supposed to run if that happens, so he improvises and keeps fighting because
Gon is a fucking mad lad.
He's a madman. This fight is Gon being a madman. He said Gentru said he'll blow up both his arms so he can get all his cards still. So he gets his hands on Gon, but he's knocked back and starts bleeding because which is kind of crazy. Goes for rock. Gentru trips and avoids it because he's so freaked out that he got cut by Gon somehow. He doesn't understand what the hell's going on. This is a part of Gon mind break on people, which he tends to have.
Mind break.
He mind breaks him like crazy in this fight. Like he still wants to fight with one arm. He beats up Gentru, fakes him out with a false surrender, and throat punches Gon, which is brutal. He covers him with gasoline, but he covers Gentru with gasoline, so he can't use his hand explosions.
That was just hilarious.
So Gon's arms are both blown up. By the way, during this.
One
arm is gone, and the other arm is barely hanging on.
Yeah, when I was reading it, I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot all about this!" Like Jesus Christ,
and you literally go Jesus Christ. I'm not sure how much the anime because the anime didn't want to show the heart being ripped out. Remember? So,
yeah, the anime censors things sometimes. It's kind of weird.
But the gasoline trick, I guess he had a gasoline card, which is pretty funny. The first time actually using, like, weird cards.
Yeah, this is something
Where do you get gasoline in this world?
I don't know. There's fucking weird cards, dude.
So yeah, Gon uses rock and causes a giant pit trap to happen, like it's Monster Hunter.
Which this is like my favorite. I love this that he makes the fucking trap with the rock, with the big rock card.
It comes on with the giant rock and crushes him, but he survives. He's like trying to push the rock. He's making a tunnel. Like it's like when like in JoJo with Iggy vs Pet Shop, where he's just making this underground tunnel thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but Gon is waiting the hole with rock. Gensu says he gives up, but Gon just hits him anyway.
Which I fucking love.
But Gon said he wants them to heal. Oh my god,
Visky's on screen right now. Fucking big boobs.
So
she looks like Jonathan Joestar.
She does. So they use Angel's breath to heal Gon because
his fucking arms are destroyed.
I was in a discussion with Grenu. They heal Genthru because he begged them to heal because I think he's like brain dead right now with the concussion he has. Or all of them probably have multiple concussions. That's called. Grenu gives them their cards, tell them about Vatera and about the money thing, but they have a contract breaking thing, so they still get paid for it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's really funny how we still go through all like the payment at the end.
Yeah,
like,
each get paid $1 billion each. So they put 99 cards in it, and an announcement is made, and there's gonna be an island-wide contest where 100 questions will be asked about the cards, like Jim was doing the entire time. Whoever answers the most gets cards. A bunch of players come to them and basically saying, "Oh yeah, we'll exchange the answers. Just give us money at the end."
Yeah, I love that. Like, this is like one of the times where you can't just kill the bad guy. Like, the bombers like persist on the island and they still like prove because they're there at the end, right?
I think she should take it away.
No, I'm pretty sure they're there during the. Oh yeah, Gon does fucking lose his hand.
They're just blacked out like JoJo, like other JoJo, JoJo Part 3 and 4. So what's it called? Where is it? The players say they'll change. The quiz starts. Exorcist disarmed a bomb, but he comes up while they're like tied up anyway, and gets the bomb disarmed.
Yeah.
Gon wins. He quickly beats the robbers, which were the Bellin brothers from earlier that we always heard about. They just got beaten off screen. like let's fight, and then just cuts away them on the ground. That's what it was like. Okay. So Exorcist goes back to make money on exorcism with Sosaka, which is clearly going to be Chrollo. Gon goes to the castle. He meets the castle ruler, which he said is a self-insert character. He lives in trash.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to explain this. Togashi is known. It's kind of infamously known. Like Hunter x Hunter is for having a very bad hiatus schedule, which he himself blames on poor health conditions, which I think mostly is like he has really severe back problems that prevent him from sitting and drawing. But he also explained how he literally is a hoarder and he like lived in trash. He was one of those like Japanese guys that lives in like the tiny apartment with like bags of trash. And it wasn't really until he got married to what's her name?
Sailor Moon Girl.
Rumiko Takahashi. So. Correct me if I'm wrong. The writer of Sailor Moon. That he had to like stop being like a fucking filth man. So I think that's just interesting. Yeah, he kind of self-inserts himself as like this gross hoarder trash man.
Well, maybe we send him a standing desk and maybe his back will be better.
Maybe. Because we have to think like, so this guy's like the main dude here. He's like the organizer. Yeah. So it's pretty much like, I am the organizer. I
know I heard his wife helps him out writing the later stuff. So, or helps him draw.
Yeah, I think she does something. I need to like double check that because I haven't really noticed like it still looks like Togashi's art when I've read. Maybe I haven't gotten to that part yet.
So the castle ruler, he lives in trash. He knows Jing. He gets gives Con the card 0. He gets a chest to bring 3 special cards. To bring any 3 special cards back home.
Which I love, like the way that chest looks. It just looks like a fucking toy. I know. Like you can buy.
He can't bring copies. So he has to, he also like the funny thing where he, you want to pick an ending? I can give you the generic one. And they go like, I'll take the generic one.
Which is so funny.
I had help, so I'll take the generic one. I don't deserve my own ending like that. I'm like, oh wow. Like, little things like that were gone. And then, so he has to... Let's go. There's no ending, it was just a lull, a lie. The butler's name is List. Castle owner is Dwan. Like D-W-U-N.
This is unimportant.
I know. No, but there's a funny little thing we get with that, though. Made game with 11 others, including Jing. Green Island is named from first initials of all the creators. Juan will talks about Jing, calls him a jerk, because his name was originally, like, W-D-W-U-N-E, but Jing just wanted to cut the W and the E in the name to the name of the game better. He's like, because he goes like, he's like, oh, why don't we just get rid of it? And then somehow he's actually changed it legally in less than a minute, and every single thing of him just changed somehow.
Magic.
It's a weird. This Jing has this control to like legally change his name, and like,
he's fucking Jing. He makes one call and it's done.
Yes, and then the parade happens. Bisky gets her gem, and then last paragraph.
Oh my god!
Last chapter.
2 hours.
They're gonna Killa take the palace necklace and plot a beach. The car was actually a company in disguise. It caused gone, but wait.
This is fascinating podcast.
I'm sorry. In fact, my notes are terrible sometimes. Okay, he did it because Gon bet someone he didn't see when he entered. That's right. The name was NGIG, which was an anagram for, or just Jing back. The anagram for Jing.
NGIG.
Says the first thing he would say would be introducing Killua. Bisky cries about the references about I was going to ruin your friendship too, which. I love that. Then Bisky leaves, and then they teleport to Jing, or who they think is Jing, and he meet Kite instead. He tells them the story so far, and Jing says, Jing gave him his name when he went to the game, just so...
So Jing's whole thing was, like, if Gon uses... I can't remember the names. It's a company. What Gon uses is a company, which is take a group of people to a place. The other one is called, like, teleport or something, whatever. If Gon had used teleport, the one where it only is himself, it would have taken him to Jing.
Yeah.
But if he used a company, it would take him to Kite.
Yeah, he says, Jing said, because Gon is a wimp with friends.
Yeah, basically. Like, so the idea, and yeah, so you have to think, like, Jing didn't want to meet any of Gon's friends. He wanted to only meet Gon, which is kind of funny.
I love seeing Kite again. That's cool to see them.
And it's weird, because in the anime, this is Kite's first appearance.
Really?
Kite's whole... It's so bizarre. So in the original... in the manga, obviously, Kite is introduced quite early on as kind of a mentor for Gon.
Yeah. He's like what Shanks is in One Piece, where he's kind of like that mentor figure that's kind of there for him in the beginning.
Quite literally. And in the original anime, in the 1999, I think, is when it came out?
98, 99.
He's in it as well.
Okay.
And I think they give him more... Because with that anime, they, like... fillered everything out. Like they really stretched everything like further, and they gave him like a whole like episode maybe. I don't know.
That weird clip you sent me of like the weird out of context like filler thing from
in
like the room or whatever.
I think it's like Kravika's like in the bath or something. It's really funny.
It was like when the girls in the Hunter's name was like in the bath and it's like it's so bizarre.
I actually want to watch the 99 anime sometime because people have said it's like good in very different ways.
Is it short? Is it like the JoJo one that came out? Or just like a short weird one?
No, it's not. It's like 40 episodes, and it goes up to right before Greed Island, I think. No, it doesn't. It's like awkwardly in the middle of York New. Yeah, it ends like in the worst place.
Like in the middle of it. That's weird.
Yeah, it's strange that they didn't even try to finish it, unless I think they might have done something where like later on they did OVAs. I think they might have done like some Greed Island OVAs. Mm-hmm. I don't know though.
Interesting. So, and the chapter ends with something washing up on a beach. That's also...
So, oh my god, that makes me so excited.
I guess it was a chimera ant washing up on a beach.
Well, yeah, it's just so funny to me that, I don't know, that's one of the most baffling decisions the anime made, is just not include Kite early on.
It is weird, like he's like, I don't know, he's like that first hunter you meet.
Yeah, he sets the...
And you know he's, like, probably, like... Essentially, he's, like, probably the closest person to Jing out of anyone in this world.
Yeah.
So, like... Because it's, like... It was, like, when... I didn't get that far in One Piece, did you? But when Shanks does show up again, it's fucking awesome.
I've not gotten that far.
So I'm hoping that Kite gets the same thing. I hope Kite like a lasting character through Chimera Ant.
Kite is, I have to say, Kite is very cool. Kite's gimmick is awesome.
I'm excited to see it.
You'll see it very soon.
It's kites. He flies multiple kites.
He makes a kite and he flies it around.
Manipulates kites. So yeah, I think it's really good. It was a lot of training. The stuff did go down, I loved it. Like I did love that the scissor guy, Benold stuff.
Yeah, I think the highest, Greed Island has some of the highest highs, but it also has a lot of dragging on.
It does, as you can tell with the 2 hours.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, so long.
Yeah. I mean, but when stuff did go down, it was awesome. Like the whole Ahsoka stuff, especially having Ahsoka in it again. Like I probably won't get nearly like that happen in Chimera Ant.
If I had one thing that I wish would have happened is having I lost train of thought. Having the cards incorporated how they were later on, where it was using them to create tangible items to attack with. I wish that we saw a little bit more of that.
I kind of wish we had more of the quest, training with the quest would have been really cool, because I enjoyed the quest stuff they did go on. Yeah,
that part was really cool, and I like the idea of the Greed Island training you to teaching you tangible skills. I think that's a really fun idea.
There she is. There's a masseuse.
We're watching the end credits scene, and the fucking masseuse shows up for 1 second.
Oh, you're gonna see it.
I love her. I love Cookie.
So, yeah, I think I liked it. I'm not sure if I liked it more than York New. I really like York New.
It's really funny because I loved York New. My first go through when I read watched the anime. But in retrospect, I really don't care for York New nearly as much. I feel like nothing happens in it, and it just I feel like you're just kind of strung along for a couple really good scenes.
I think I said in the last episode, my only problem with York New was the cutaways to Gon and Killua.
Yeah,
where I think if you just focus on Kurapika the entire time, I would have been way super loved it. For this one, I think there's a lot there's so much training, there's so much exposition they have to explain the whole each group, the economy system, and
I think the reason why I liked it this much more was because I got super into that.
Yeah, I didn't get nearly as much as you did.
Because one thing I really love is how he goes through the stages of a game. It starts with you're starting off, you don't really know what the fucking deal is. Sorry, my brain is so scattered right now. It's 2 a.m. It's almost 2 a.m. So, sorry. Okay, I'll start over. So what I really love is we see the late game implications of this system.
Yeah.
There's all these duplication. I'm kind of repeating myself from earlier. There's duplication. There's all these, the strategy later on where they're okay, we have 13 accompany cards, they have 14, so we're just literally burning all of our cards to buy as much time as we can, and then after that we can use this card to get away, and then we can separate them with this card. And that's why it's really fun near the end when they're using the useless cards Big Rock and Gasoline in a creative way.
Yeah, it has the end part too, them running away, them just doing hit and run tactics. I like that a lot, but it's a lot of the training I guess you had to still explain your power system, but there was a lot of training and a lot of explaining
I have to tell you, this is really the last.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is this the last? I feel the next arc is going to be a lot more focused. I know bits and pieces. I only know about Chimera Ant is the cat girl. That's all I know. And the cell guy.
Yes.
All I know.
The Cell guy. Very epic.
He looks like Cell.
He does look a lot like Cell. It's really funny. You can tell that he was very inspired by Cell's design.
Yes. So, I think it's all I know. I'm excited. I think I like Greed Island. Is it just when the really good highs and then really dragging lows? I think I agree with that completely.
Mm-hmm.
But
as I said though, I got into the card system, and I just find it so interesting that he had this whole magic system created, this whole power system, rather. My magic system sounds weird. And he decided, like, I'm going to add an entire new level of complexity to this.
Green Island could have just been, like, inspiration for, like, another manga you maybe thought you could have done and just didn't do and just incorporated it into Hunter x Hunter.
If he hadn't fleshed out all the ideas of it pretty properly, I would totally be for, like, oh, I'd love, like, a short, like, a one-shot, not a one-shot, but, like, a limited run Greed Island. But he kind of goes through, like how you would win the game. So that's the fun part.
Could just make a manga just about, like, what's Hisoka doing when he's not on screen in the manga?
Just, like, killing.
Yes, swinging.
Killing and bathing, swinging.
Killing and swinging and bathing. I'm excited, though.
So, okay.
I just want to see more troop.
So, yeah, so we kind of, you said a little bit. So, predictions for, what would you like to see? So, you said you want to see more troop.
I want to see more, Ahsoka more so, yeah.
More Ahsoka.
Wait, more troops up. I don't know. I just want to see. I want to go with the Kurapika really bad. I just want to know, like, his stuff.
I got bad news for
I know. I got a long way and a hiatus.
Yeah, don't go looking for Kurapika anytime in the next 140 chapters.
I know.
How many chapters is it? It's like 100 and.
I got that. I wrote down the actual, like. It's a lot. It's like over 100.
This was 65.
Yeah.
Greed Island was
186 to 318.
So 186 to 318. I can't do math very quick.
It's about 100. It's close to 150.
Yeah.
Probably less than 150.
That's insane. It is fucking. And when you start into it, you're gonna realize, like, wow.
I know.
It is an epic. It really is an epic.
I know it was like a lot, like, time, like, chapter just like 5 seconds of time going by.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
There's a time where, like, time literally slows to a crawl, but it's so intense.
I think Chimera ants are just a weird species that someone's making, or just a weird thing that exists that someone's trying to tame. And the cell guy, I'm gonna guess, is the main bad guy.
Okay.
The cat girl, I already know her power, her Nen puppet thing.
She's very cool. Well, you know Nurse Blythe.
Yes, I know that. I've seen that, and just go on and kill it. And I guess Kite's there too, and meet up with other people at this other weird place where weird stuff is happening. And there's Chimera ants.
Pretty much. I mean, that's a pretty fair summary of it.
We'll find out where they teleported to Kite, or Kite with that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like, oh, everything's not what it's supposed to be. But I don't think the troop is gonna show. Or probably gonna show up in bits and pieces. But don't gonna get cucked again like I did in this arc.
Yeah, you'll see.
I don't know. It's fun Hisoka to show up and just be like, Hisoka, awesome. You saved us.
kill the fucking bad guy
from this Dragon Ball Z monster.
Hisoka kills Cell.
Great, he swings to death.
Yeah. Oh, I was just thinking, there's so many incredible moments. Like, Greed Island, I like it a lot, but I honestly think that, like, the Chimera Ant arc is just...
That's what I hear.
Untouchable. Like, there's so many incredible fucking things.
And I've seen, because so many images of just the thing forgone, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of these things that it's almost impossible to not be spoiled on.
Yeah.
Especially if you're aware of it.
It's like Super Saiyan for Dragon Ball Z, or like...
Yeah, the big... transformation, which it's a bummer that you know about that, but you don't really know about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what
details.
It looks like, but you don't really. Yeah. You don't grasp. Your pea brain cannot grasp the intensity of it.
It's like, yeah. I hate that. It's again the transformation. Like it's so. Remember Dragon Ball Z when you see that transformation to Super Saiyan the first time, it's like amazing. But now it's just everybody knows what Super Saiyan is.
So they got to add new colors to it.
Well, transformations aren't nearly as cool now. They just change the color of the hair. It's not like Super Saiyan 3 where, look at that. Like, the hair, she, like...
He became a caveman.
Even though, like, no, like, GT, Super Saiyan 4 looked fucking rad.
Super Saiyan 4 did look really good. It looked like a natural evolution.
You look at that, and you look at Super Saiyan Blue, it's like, ugh.
Super Saiyan Blue, it literally is something that a kid in, like, 1994 came up with on his, like, Proto-MS Paint. Like, it's just coloring the Super Saiyan, whatever. This isn't...
I don't know, it's like with transformations, man. You just be good with them. You can't just, like, make them not look cool.
Yeah. Well.
But, so, I can't really make too many predictions because they didn't really guess to tease other than, like, a thing washing up on the shore and then Kite being there.
Yeah, I just was curious to what you were expecting based on how the story is going.
And then we'll see Jing at the very end because I'm pretty sure, unless the anime is not right.
No, we'll see. We shall see.
So that's the only thing I got to like shown that at the end of the anime, just him meeting his dad.
Oh, sad.
I know.
That is the end of the anime, I will say, but there is more.
I'm surprised. I guess is there actually a complete arc after Chimera Ant? Or is that still the one still going on?
Yes, there is.
There is a completed arc.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a completed arc.
Is there just one completed arc or just...
Yes. Okay, it's kind of... I want to compare it to the Zoldyck family arc. Because it's a short one. It's a short... I think the phrase that the fans of Hunter x Hunter use is a transitionary arc.
Okay. That sounds right.
But yeah, so basically you can look forward to this being like the next major big boy arc.
And you said there's probably a point where you probably split this in half because this is a long...
People who have read it, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's a point where you can... There's actually a few points where we could cut it.
Everybody takes a break and takes a breather before they get back in the fighting.
Yeah, keep me updated as you're reading it to see how far you are, because I'll make an executive decision and be like, hey, let's cut it off here.
I mean, this is like, what, for 60... How many chapters did we just go through?
65.
And we're at 2 hours, so...
Yeah. I think we need to fix the format a little bit so that we're just talking more generally.
Yeah.
So that's not just like every detail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When there's so much happening, I kind of have to write down these just refresh myself, like, what happened during this.
Yeah, the next one's going to be kind of like that, too. There's the thing with, like, his stories that make it so compelling is that it's constant, like, development.
The thing is this thing had that much, like, when I got to the fight, my notes were nearly, like, how to explain, like, the Nen type and the training stuff. I feel like with the fight stuff, it'll be a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Especially the note-wise.
There's some good shit.
There's not nearly as much exposition as, like, I feel like for this coming up.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Anything else?
So,
in your general opinion, Green Island is good? I guess.
Oh, I really like. As I said, it only improved when I read the manga. I've talked extensively already how much I love the card system.
Yeah.
Even though it is really funny that they just never... Of course, they would never bring this up again.
And this was definitely a Gon arc, because Killer didn't really get much other than, just be in touch when Gon says, like, about all the, all the nice little things he says about him. But, like, yeah, there's, like, a lot of Gon morality and people, like, being freaked out by Gon and his potential. It was an interesting thing in Hunter x Hunter for me.
Yes, very good.
No one's very cookie cutter or, like, straight up always good guy or, like most shonen stuff.
That's part of the reason why you can like the Phantom Troop. Like, they are bad guys, but like in this world's kind of fucked up.
I mean, but they had the whole Benoit sympathy thing. He's like a cannibal and
actual cannibal. Yeah, I don't know. And you'll see too. Well, you already see.
We've seen Hisoka murder many people, but I love him.
Yeah, and Gon is pretty dark too. Gon has his darkness.
I said he cheats, but he has this weird honor, weird morality thing he has on him.
Yeah, which is I think really interesting.
It's very fascinating. I'm excited to see because that's always a common thing. Like, where will he lean towards his potential? It's like where he's gonna go to. It's fascinating.
Totally. So, well, I would ask you, if you won Greed Island, what cards would you take? But you don't know any of the cards because you didn't read the cards.
All the girl ones.
What, the one with the aromatherapy girl?
No, I take the cookie ones that can fuck with people. Just the
hormone cookie?
Yeah, just give them a cookie and just walk away and just screw with people a lot.
I'm trying to...
What's the euphoric one?
The Imp's Wink.
Okay.
So you spawn an imp and she winks at you and you experience euphoria, but it's addictive.
Take it.
Hypothetical TV. You input a hypothetical situation with the included remote on a TV and it will show you a 30-hour documentary of the possibilities.
Something you would take.
This would be
Jim loves hypothetical, terrible hypotheticals.
No, but
so he would love that one.
This is hard. This is the addicting one, because think about it. All I would do is constantly pore over these 30-hour documentaries of hypothetical.
If you had tiny little Hitler, would you torture his 30-hour documentary?
Risky Dice is one that I think about a lot because it's not. So it's literally 19 times out of 20 you have a really good chance at affecting your luck positively, but the one fucking skull could ruin. They say that luck is bad enough to ruin your life.
I can't. I don't know, there'd be some weird ones.
A hot spring that cures you of any skin condition. Bathing in it for half an hour each day gives you soft and smooth skin as a baby's.
Ooh. That sounds good.
Baby skin that's fucking...
It's just one for a good chef. I'll take that one.
Severing scissors. Connection severing scissors. Cut a picture of someone you don't want to see with these scissors, and you will never see them again. Jesus. Caution, it will take effect on anyone in the picture except yourself. See, you should have read them. They're fun. Fickle Genie. This genie... Oh, this is one of my favorite fucking ones. Some of these are crazy. This genie will grant you 3 wishes, but you need to suggest 1,000 potential significantly different wishes that he will choose 3 from. So no cheating and asking for different increments of money. So you couldn't be like, I wish for $1 million. I wish for $1,001. So you need to ask 1,000 wishes. So could you even think of 1,000 things that you'd want?
So what time? Can I write it down?
You'd have to, I guess.
Gotta write that down.
The Fairy King's advice. The Fairy King offers you a gentle, apt advice on what you're lacking or what you should fix.
I'm gonna give you 3 more at most, because we should end this.
No, we're gonna keep going forever.
Till I get the plugs.
3 more at most, damn. You just gave me fucking so much time. That was a monkey's paw.
You want me to do the plugs at least, then?
No. Night shift dwarves, they can do anything you want to do as long as you are asleep.
Okay, yeah.
But they can't do anything beyond your abilities.
Yeah, and clean up my room while I'm sleeping, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Record a podcast for me.
I can sleep I sleep in very deeply, yeah.
Hell yeah. Draw a fucking thing.
Draw a thing.
Alright, one more.
Yeah, you got one more.
No, it's boring.
No.
It's boring.
Come on.
Club, you rule. Everyone in the club will do your bidding while you're there. However...
Wait, like a nightclub?
Yeah. Yes, it's a nightclub. However, 1 hour in the club equals 1 day outside.
What?
It's like fucking,
So you have like a time, like a weird time sphere.
Yeah, so...
So you get 1 hour inside the party.
But do you age with the club or do you age with the outside?
Carter had to specify that.
Is it like
I feel like you would be fine.
It's like a reverse hyperbolic time chamber.
Yes.
So I guess, yeah, you would age with the club.
I could train.
You could train.
I could not train, actually. Train outside, then go inside.
No, it'd be awesome. Stay in there for like 10 hours.
But,
100 hours.
But did they know? Or they leave? We realize it after they leave.
It says that they'll do your bidding, so I guess
they do your bidding. Holy, that's like dangerous.
Everyone in the club.
That's like literally dangerous.
It is dangerous.
It's hilarious, though.
That's why there's a fucking huge cost to it.
So, alright. And then, thank you very much for listening for just 2 hours.
Yeah, I can't believe that anyone's still fucking here, to be honest.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
I know, I'm so fucking tired. I even had tea. I drank tea. I wasted precious calories today.
Taco Bell didn't have that giant line, and that light didn't have blocked off. I would have had McDonald's instead, but no.
Sad.
But, so yeah, thank you much. If you like this, we have other... I haven't seen other Hunter stuff for some reason, starting with this one, because it's a major arc. Go ahead and listen to those.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to those, and you like this, go for it, bro.
We have a monthly Joe Part 8 manga reading, Joe Kaka.
Joe Kaka, 3 Ks, just like Ro Kaka.
Yes, we have that. We had one that came out like a week or 2 ago. If you want to see that, we sort of discuss every arc in part 5, called part 5 in pieces or parts. So everyone, let you fill in the gap there.
Part 5 in parts. That's the name of it.
I like pieces.
It fucking triggers me.
And then we'll have part 6 in sections.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good, right?
Part 6 in sections, because we gotta just do the fucking meme.
Part 7 in slices.
Even though, but it's not even like
that's a good one though. Part 7 in slices, or part 6 in slices.
But part 5 in parts. It's the P is referring to the part, not the 5.
But pieces, like a piece of margarita pizza.
Sure. But there's whatever.
So yeah, we have that. We'll probably have.
And every time I think of part 5 in parts, I always sing it to the tune of "Don't Mind at Night." Part 5 in parts.
Shut up! I hate.
Don't mind.
You better cut that.
No, I'm not editing any of this shit, dude.
I know you're not.
I'm not wasting my time. I'm sorry, audience, but you're getting the raw deal.
Yeah, raw cut. So yeah, we have that. And we'll probably have like 2 episodes after the recording of that left going, because that part 5's ending soon, and then who knows what we'll have in those gaps.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do an episode where we talk about things that we like.
Yes.
Trying to think of how to format it, though.
Especially with the seasonal stuff. I mean, we always can do, like...
I like the idea of doing, like, my faves.
Well, I meant like I meant something like that. But like I have the seasonal stuff ending next week. So I kind of have like an opinion on a couple things.
Oh, is Dororo ending?
Dororo's ending next week. Isekai Quartet.
I'm behind on that.
And we have
I don't have any opinions on that are positive.
And we have I think Shield Hero. We can always talk like one or two episodes.
We're definitely going to do a whole podcast on Shield Hero.
We can,
because I have very strong opinions on Shield Hero.
And Sarazame.
Sarazame is over. We can do one of those soon. Not now.
But
anything but now.
Yeah, we'll talk about those, and then maybe it's other stuff we like. It could be manga, comics, video games, etc. as well.
And manga.
Derivative.
I'm fucking out of it, dude. I'm so tired.
So yeah, and those are the main things. And then you can follow on Twitter for any updates from videos coming out, or any like up to date, or that bell. You get notifications.
Fucking insert your cock into the bell.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Ruin that bell for everyone.
Is this not going up? This is going on YouTube only, or right?
Yeah, we don't. The only podcast that go on everywhere else is Jokakaka.
Yes. So yeah, our only stuff is our Part 8 stuff, and we actually got like some iTunes reviews that were pretty cool too.
We got a really funny iTunes review. I loved it.
Leave a comment. I remember I had the question about your anime 3-way. One guy, one girl.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the anime question of the week. If you've made it,
I already had it earlier, so I'm just like, don't forget we have that in your comments.
Yeah, this is the official call to action.
Yeah.
And I also did not come up with a response. Unless you want to
have a more serious one. Hunter one.
A more serious Hunter.
With 3 cards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, true fans who actually read the card descriptions. Tell me what 3 cards you'd want.
Okay, real fans can do Jim's questions. Not real fans like me can do that. My question.
Fake fans.
My fun question.
I still don't have an answer for you.
You'll think about it. You'll wake up in a cold sweat.
No, I'm gonna do it right now, really quick.
Who's your number 1 anime girl?
That's such a hard question. Such a loaded question. I picked Shizuku just for recency. I love Shizuku. And then sexy anime boy. Fuck. Shit. This is such an impossible question.
Maybe Hisoka and probably Robin from One Piece.
Nico
Robin. Just dress Rosa Robin, because that costume is freaking great.
I'm trying to think of what sexy anime boys do I like. Because there aren't too many.
Just say Hisoka's the easy answer.
Hisoka is like the real easy answer. Fuck, I'm trying to think. This is the hardest question I've ever been faced in my entire life.
Gun to your fucking head.
Hisoka. I have to be Hisoka. Hisoka and Shizuku, and then I get the double spider action.
I guess I can give you a space dandy. You can.
Ooh, yeah, space dandy.
Spike.
Nah, I like space dandy better.
Space dandy.
Yeah.
Because what other like sexy?
We could do a whole podcast on this.
Yeah, we do a whole podcast.
Damn.
It's your call to action.
Yeah. Tell me all the sexy anime men. Only the shows that I've watched, though. Only
shows are manga.
I'm telling the viewers to do this.
No, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Anime or manga. Pick one. You can do those too.
How do I not know like any manga that anime that I read? Like
Garo from One Punch Man, though.
That's a good one. Oh no,
his pants can come off.
Flashy Flash also. Flashy Flash is extremely hot.
I don't think Garo's pants can come off anymore.
They're fused onto
basically
his fucking body.
They're like burned on.
That's really funny.
Hisoka vs. Garo would be a good competition.
For your fucking your virginity, your male virginity.
Fight for me, I'm a Greek emperor eating my grapes.
Is it considered? Oh, this is a great question.
I'm not gay or anything. I want to see this though.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, let's just end this. I'm done with this.
But yeah, thank you very much for listening.
This is the fucking worst.
It's the best. Just because it's 2 a.m., you're out of energy.
No, I hate this.
Yeah, you don't.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. You are the real fans.
Yes, come back in a year when we get to Chimera Ant.
All right, yeah. So I for the record, we're recording this at 2 a.m. on the 23rd of June.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see how long it takes for you to read. When I was reading through it, I plowed the fuck through, especially near the end.
Yeah,
there is just like you don't want to stop reading it.
I have a tablet, so I can sit in bed just like.
That's the best way to read manga. Is on tablet for me.
So I'm excited.
Only legally though.
Of course, I support the official release.
Hell yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You are the real fans.
If you made it this far, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.